Hi, everybody. I am Rue. I am your host for Legally Cute. I reappeared back now. Just a couple weeks ago, there was a temporary change on the host, but hey, we're all good. Definitely appreciated Midnight covering for me for the last show. Anywho, we have some more cute games, but really, we just have one cute game. But basically, we're going to have Pokemon Emerald, any percent, and we have quite a few people. I'm very, very excited for the show. There's going to be cute Pokemon. The runner's going to be very, very focused, and definitely just looking forward to everyone in this show. Definitely want to introduce the runner, Swiftaloo, and then the commentators, Corvime and Sparkle. If everyone wants to say hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, that was actually really good. That wasn't even like that was not rehearsed at all. Normally everybody's like, "Hi."
We're very in sync, the three of us.
Yeah, very
Plenty of
friends
chemistry.
here. Yeah. Well, whenever you're ready, Swiftaloo, you could take it away. You could let us know with the start down of a countdown.
Yes. So timing starts as soon as I hit new game. It's not no wonky shenanigans like some of the other games I play. I am setting my options a little bit here, and I'm only setting the frame time just because I like this frame better. Because I need to set the text
Is
so
it the
fast.
cutest
and some other
frame?
things. 11 is the cutest frame IMO, but if you want,
Kind of mid.
Alright.
I can pick another one. Oops, I almost set my text to slow.
Pick 5.
5? I don't think 5 is cute.
I
That's
like
not cute.
3, I think. No, 9. 9 is good.
You don't like the McDonald's play place frame? What?
9 is good.
I think 15 is pretty cute.
Ooh, 15 is pretty good. Yeah,
Okay,
it's like
that's
a doily.
objectively all right. I'm
Yeah.
down with that.
All right, cool. Because we got to make this as cute as possible. So timing will start as soon as I hit new game. In 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Pokemon Emerald. Probably, I would say, one of the harder Pokemon speedruns. Just because there's a lot of very tight movement going on in this game. And also a bunch of really cool manips that we're going to try and do. If I don't, I do have a bunch of backup saves in case I really mess up, because, as I said, this game is quite hard.
Yeah, the manips in this. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
no, go for
Wanna
it,
go ahead?
actually.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So the RNG manipulation in this game runs at 60 FPS, and some of the manips Swift's trying to hit. One of them at the very beginning, which is for Mudkip, is actually 1 frame for the Mudkip with the right stats, and 60 FPS game. So you have 1/60th of a second to hit it. So that definitely can take multiple tries. Fortunately, the other manips in the game aren't as bad, but they're still pretty tight. So yeah. It's a lot of action-packed content.
And with manipping, there's like a lot of different factors that go into it too, because it's not unfortunately just as easy as just hitting the button at the right time, because sometimes like the timer lags and stuff like that. So it's really hard.
Here, I'm gonna
I agree.
Also, yeah.
set my.
So if you do the extended manip,
I'm going to try to do extended minip. I have created
Ooh,
a
nice.
handy dandy
That's a juicy one.
spreadsheet. But I have to actually hit the Mudkip manip, which I'm going to give a solid like 4 to 5 attempts. And if I don't get it, I'm just going to load a backup save.
that's fair.
Yeah, so this manip, the no encounter manip, the extended manip, it goes beyond just like hitting the button at the right time, because you have to do that, and also like you have to read, which is a very, very difficult accomplishment for any gamer. So the way it works is she tries to hit, there's a lot of different frames you can get when going for the manip, but you have to follow the movement of the NPCs and how they react, or like you have to react to how they move, because depending on the frame you hit, they can move in any different direction. And if you hit in the right range of frames, there's like probably 20 frames you can hit around there. If you know what their movement is and you're in the right frame range, you can go for a specific movement path, and you get no encounters up to the first rival fight, which is pretty fast.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, because I think on average you get like, did you already say that you get on average like 2 to 3 encounters?
Yeah, I didn't say that, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Encounter rate in original Gen 3 is like really high, I feel.
It's like in Fire and Leaf Green, the other Gen 3
It's
games,
Gen
they
5.
nerfed it specifically because it's just so bad in this game. Like walking 3 tiles.
Oh no, your batteries run dry. That's good. You like that. I don't know if that was mentioned before.
Batteries going dry.
Yeah, if your battery's dead, you don't get random phone calls.
It's true.
I think we got the careful.
That might be it.
I think we got the careful.
I'd check stats here. Yeah, I'd check stats. Probably careful.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the one frame
Careful.
early Mudkip. And there's actually a few ways we can tell if we got the right one or not. One of the things is the Zigzagoon's gender. So you can see on the sidebar of the name, Zigzagoon had the blue symbol, which meant it's male. But if it's female, that means you're probably one frame late, which you get the quiet Mudkip. So the correct Mudkip has a male Zigzagoon it encounters, and it also has 21 HP, not 20.
It's gonna be second try. I can feel it.
Looking good. I like that
Okay.
damage.
That looked good.
I think this might be it.
Yay.
Yeah, looks good. And probably the best way to tell you got it is the damage you do to Zigzagoon, because Swift did like half there, which is ideal because you want to two-shot it, and so the careful didn't do enough damage, which is why we probably knew it wasn't it from the get-go.
But you can low roll and not kill with the correct kip, right?
Well, actually, you can. It's a 1 in 256.
Yeah.
But that's pretty epic. So
It happens. It happens. I've done that before. The two hit
I don't
low
have a
roll.
path.
So cool.
Wait. Right.
pause.
Up. Bottom. Bottom. Up. Okay.
Damn.
Okay. So yeah, that
You were
was
moving for a second.
yeah.
It
that was
said path 5, but I guess I didn't actually get it. That's okay.
there's a
Yeah, it's
bunch
hard
of
to
different
tell
paths.
because there's actually 2 button presses you have to do for the manip to work. You have to time. Well, it's weird because the way RNG advances is different when you're in the overworld and when you're in battle. And so when you're in battle, it advances faster. So you have to be more precise with your button press at the end of the battle, and that influences how you do the egg or whatever button press you do at the end of the cutscene to trigger the next part of the manip, and then that's what pretty much determines the whole thing.
Because after Gen 3, there's separate RNG, right? The battle and overworld.
It's in Gen 4. In Gen 3, it's all
Yeah.
combined, I think.
Yeah, Gen 4 and Gen 5, I think, is separate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gen 4 and Gen 5.
But in
That
this
sounds
game, it's
right.
all combined.
Great.
I don't know why they did that, but it is very convenient.
It
It
is
is.
Plat
very
have
nice.
what's
It makes
40
things
minute manip.
like chain manip possible, which is totally
Yep.
not the hardest thing of all time.
It's really hard. That's why I run manipless games. I should mention, I'm the one commentator here who doesn't run this game.
Well,
I run.
you have
I run the-
you
I
have
run-
Hoenn
I run-
experience. You
Yes,
have plenty
I
of
run
Hoenn
the
experience.
remakes.
Might say
Oh
before
yeah,
this
this fight
goes.
can troll you. If you get if you get trolled by Trico, you can get crit multiple times. You're he can leer twice and then crit you twice and you're just dead.
I slowly had
Also,
to check
15
the
attack.
stats there.
Would you
Yeah.
like to see it?
I actually checked for
Yeah.
special defense because I was told no Mudkip around the frame actually shares that special defense.
True. Yeah. If you get a bad one, it's 9 or something.
His quiet has 15.
Or a really high or really low is not good.
Yeah. Luckily, it's the right one. Because so our Mudkip, was this explained? Because I actually deafened for a second.
The manip. I think I
We
explained
explained
it.
the manip, yeah.
What the Mudkip was.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's naughty nature. So that is plus special attack minus special defense. It is just really good.
Yeah, 10% boost to attack and 10% decrease to special defense. That's how natures work in this game. You
And
can
all
have
games.
a boosting nature or you can have a neutral nature and just have nothing be influenced.
Yeah, and
kinda
since
weird.
we don't use our special defense too much, we actually really want naughty. Not to mention the IVs for that is just really good.
Yeah, IVs are
think they're
pretty
20
confusing, but
plus in
generally,
everything.
yeah, it's
IVs.
the higher they are, the more stats you get on
When a
level up.
Pokemon is generated, 6 numbers are rolled from 0 to 31.
Yes.
The higher the number, the better the stat is. The
Yep.
growth of the stat is dependent on the IV.
Thank you, Corpame.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love that.
In addition to your EV and your base stat. Not the
Eevee.
Pokemon.
Quiftalu.
We're all so funny.
I know, right?
But yeah, the nice thing about the reason why we do the manip is because it gives us it guarantees the nature, which is really important. Like nature makes even it's only 10%, but it makes a huge difference. And
Yeah,
also
for
because especially like as the game goes on, it's not as big of a deal early, but it quickly becomes pretty big.
All right, just
Yeah.
Also
checking.
because IVs make a really big difference in your total stat as you get later on.
Exactly. Like it's even crazier because like in Sapphire you get a Mudkip with even higher attack, and it makes some things even better because like in this game there are some really questionable damage ranges because our attack is not as high as it could be. But that just goes to show how important having like really high stats is for a speedrun.
I don't normally
Yeah,
save for this fight, by the way. I'm saving just because I got crit on that
Save.
rival fight. I do
That's
not
so
want to get
based.
sent back.
I love that from you. I love it.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
This like
you
if
can-
you're a crit, you're just dead. Yeah, I respect
look,
the
I
play.
critted.
Oh, but you crit him back.
Revenge crit.
Okay.
It's not a guaranteed 3-shot.
Yeah, so the main reason Swift saved for this fight is because tackle is only a 95% accurate move in this game. So you don't want to be chancing anything when it comes to a marathon. And it's going to get even worse in like a minute or two because of even funnier fights going to happen.
I love my turn
I can't believe
frames.
I can't believe Swift went from running a 100% tackle game to going back to 95.
I know, right?
Wild.
It's okay because my Mudkips always hit their tackles. They never miss.
You got a good accuracy.
Yeah, just tell them to hit and they do it. They listen to you. You're the trainer.
I was so surprised for a second there because there's a cutscene there in Oras, and I was like, "What? How'd you not?"
You've been
Oh, right.
brainwashed.
Exactly. It's what Oras does to you. I'm going to try my best to not just make Oras references the whole time, but I will fail. Oh,
You can have your
I hate when
Latias moment. You're going to have your highlight moment.
Yeah,
It's going to be that's going to be it,
exactly.
okay?
I hate when you walk into the Pokemon Center on accident, which is definitely what you did there, not on purpose.
Yeah, so I made a warp point there. Later on, we're going to get a lovely little Pokemon called Abra. And Abra is going to be used to teleport back to Petalburg because we're going to need to go to Buford and Slateport. And we would rather not just go through the forest when it's just so much faster to catch an Abra and then warp back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
that,
nice.
and we also catch a Talo there, which we use for fly. And on the way up to Rustboro, there's actually a double battle we skip because we only have one Pokemon in the party. But if we have two and run past them, then they see us and battle us. And if we had Talo with us then and we had to go past there, it would be so bad and slow. So fortunately, we have Abra to teleport us back to Rustboro.
Darn, no shiny Ralts or shiny Zigzagoon.
Darn it.
Ralts kill? Oh, wow, this Zigzagoon is kind of a jabroni.
So, first of all, yes, you can KO the Ralts in this. It is very unlikely. Second of all, both of these Pokemon can be shiny. I did actually not know the Zigzagoon could be shiny until one of the Emerald Runners, Wave
No
Warrior.
speed boost Wally.
Based Wave Warrior,
He got a shiny Zig.
God Gamer.
Imagine having that happen to you, like, not in a speedrun context.
That's
Like
actually
you're playing
funny
the
because,
game.
like, yeah, it's just like everybody expects the shiny rolls, but then you just get the shiny Zigzagoon. It's like, oh yeah, that can be shiny too, can't it? Huh? Never thought about that.
It was just so funny. I'm lost. You don't want to get a shiny.
No. This is a little animation.
It is. Wingull gang. Unfortunately, we don't get Wingull in this game. However, Sapphire
I
gets
know.
Wingull.
Yeah, Wingle's actually based for Sapphire because it helps with a couple, or like at least one fight it helps with.
Oops, I thought he was on that tile for some reason.
Buckle, did you run Sapphire over?
No, I've just watched
so,
a
yeah.
million runs of it. I watched Gunnar run it like a ton in like 2017 or something.
What if this game was harder? Or Curster is probably the right word.
Curster?
Curster. More cursed.
Yeah. Sapphire is very cursed. It's faster though.
Yeah, true.
So here I'm gonna
Alright, so
heal,
Swift's-
and I'm
yeah.
also gonna save because this
Yes.
upcoming fight is horrible. I know I just saved, but this one is even worse.
You probably could have saved closer. You saved pretty far away.
I was already in the
The
menu.
cool thing
just
about the
ask the
upcoming
guy.
fight
I mean, I
is
guess.
that because they made Oras a pretty faithful remake, it's also horrible in that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
you are a level,
It is worse in
what is
this,
it,
though.
7 Mudkip? And this Pooch is level 9, and it knows Sand Attack, Howl, and Tackle. Sand Attack lowers your accuracy, and if you get hit by multiple, you are not going to be hitting anything. Howl raises your attack by 1 stage. If he raises his attack and he hits with Tackle, that's really going to hurt. Basically, if we just miss a bunch of tackles, and he hits us after using a bunch of howls, then it's really gonna hurt a lot.
This fight is notorious for being like one of the biggest run killers because it just makes every run like so slow if you get like a couple of misses or even more than
Here's
that.
one.
But like the loss rate isn't that bad on average if you have potions.
Oh no, don't say that.
You know what I mean? It shouldn't be so bad.
You're gonna jinx my run.
I'm gonna be with you on this, Sparkle.
You said that your butt kips don't miss, so I'm expecting this to be really
It missed one.
Yeah, you said so it's like whatever.
I did have a question from chat.
Easy.
Oh, nice.
When it's a good moment to ask. Because that was just
Yeah,
an
you
easy
should be good
fight.
now.
Okay. The question is, any tips when starting to do Pokemon runs? I'm very interested in running Fire Red / Leaf Green, and I have no idea where to start.
That's quite the tricky game to start with, I must tell you.
You could join the servers, the PSR servers. There's a bunch of them.
Yep, there
you
is
just
Gen
go to-
1
go
through
to the-
3 as well, which
Yeah.
focuses on the Gen 1 through 3 games.
I would hope so.
Oh no, you walked
Does
the
he
tile
have a
too
lot
early.
of Pokemon? I might just reset that.
He has one,
Nah,
or
it's
does he
not
have
that
three?
bad. I mean,
It's two.
Ninkata
It's
doesn't
two.
die to tackle is the problem. You don't have water gun yet.
Made of water gun yet.
Early
Just don't use Harden.
XP!
Just don't use Harden, Ninkata. It's fine.
Easy.
Use Leech
That's
Slide.
also-
That's also probably a problem. Yeah, but if you go to the speedrun.com boards for whatever game you want to run, there'll be a link to the relevant Discord.
Yes.
And you can ask around. People are
Yes. And yes,
pretty-
feel free to ask as many questions as you need because the earlier gens are very weird and very complicated and you need to know stuff. So don't be afraid to
Yeah.
ask questions to people.
And then you can also ask.
Potion here?
Yep.
Most runners are pretty willing to answer questions if you ask them in chat,
Yes.
as long as they're like, not focused, you know? Especially with later games, because you have a lot of time, you're just mashing. Not that you don't in early games, but you got a lot later games.
Nice mud slap. I like
I
that.
didn't
I
want
like
the
that too.
95% accurate tackle.
Exactly.
This is a safety strat for Roxanne.
It's early XP. Actually, I don't
yeah,
think that
exactly.
Actually, no, that is early XP at
You
this
can fight.
point.
You can fight the top youngster now, I think. Oh,
Yeah, I
you
think
did it one early again. Oh my god.
No, that's supposed to
He
be
could've
like one
seen
early.
you.
He's a rotator.
Is it? Oh, I guess he would have kept spinning down.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's different types of spinners in this game. There are rotators and there are spinners. Spinners are the ones that can move randomly at any point, which kind of sucks. You can't really predict them, and the only way you can do is manipulate them with like a bag manip to pause them and freeze them in place for a second. The other one is rotators, which always go on the same path.
Rotators, my beloved.
Yeah.
I love rotators.
So for the spinners, like Swift did it right on the first bug catcher in Petalburg Woods. She ran like one tile before, because they have different ways of seeing you if you run, because they will look in a direction that you would go in if you were running. But the way she did it was like the spinner looked down as she was running left, and then she took that opportunity to walk one tile up to dodge him. So that's normally how you would dodge spinners both like running. And it gets even more complicated when you're like later in the run because you have the bike and you can do some crazy stuff where you like run and then bike and then like you just zoom past them.
I'm not gonna
It gets
do run
pretty
to bike.
crazy.
Emerald's movement
I'm
is
not
like
doing it.
No.
Emerald's movement is like super involved.
Yeah, it gets
Like
pretty
you watch
insane.
like Gen 4 runs where it's just like there's a spinner and you do the little double tap and you pause.
Dude,
then you
Gen 4
watch
passing
Emerald-
is so stressful.
It's stressful because you gotta be quick, but
Yeah.
but like there's like a break, right, with Fire and Leaf Green and like Gen 4, Gen 5. Whereas for Gen 3, when you're on the bike, y'all never stop.
No. Dude, Mauville to Meteor Falls is like the dream. Actually, no, Mauville back to Mauville, because that's how the path goes. It's just
True.
one huge movement path with no fights. Or well, there's one fight, but...
This is why I run a game that doesn't have spinner tech.
I hate spinners. I run games
just
that
have
have
to-
spinner tech, and I still
I mean,
hate
ORS
them.
has spinner tech, but for the spinners themselves, they can like...
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, they
spinners
can
in
see
the-
you like
They can
diagonally.
see you
It's so
sideways.
funny.
Exactly.
They cannot see you diagonal. They can only see you cardinally adjacent.
I did have another question really quick.
Yes.
What are the rules for this particular category in the any percent?
We cannot use any glitches, because this is glitchless. And otherwise, like, we could basically do anything else. Like, we could manip stuff, just play within the game rules. Yeah.
Yeah, our goal is to beat the champion.
Yes.
As fast as possible.
As fast as possible.
Yeah, the any percent category of this game is, honestly, I think it's dumb. You just play any percent glitchless, basically, until the 5th gym, and then you use some crazy glitch, and then you have to get, like, this really small chance thing to happen, and then you, like, win. It's so stupid.
It is
It's
so
like,
silly.
yeah, it's Diamond Pearl glitch, but like cursed.
What? Okay.
Yeah. So you have to use like a palm egg berry, something to do with the EVs, where you like reduce them and create a glitch and then get a bad egg.
There's like an underflow glitch with like bad egg. It's like
It is so hard to explain
nasty.
just because I've never done the run.
Yeah. Anyways, the Roxanne fight. This fight is also stupid.
This fight is
we love
horrible.
stupid fights.
Emerald has really hard fights.
For some reason, they made the gym leaders like 10 times harder.
Yeah. Pokémon in general, they're just like, what if every fight in this game was horrible?
So here I'm gonna have to hope that Roxanne doesn't do anything too mean with nose pass.
And a growl here? No growl?
Nope.
You get 2-shot by Rock Tomb probably from this range.
Oh,
okay,
true.
just do that.
Never mind, that's easy, yeah.
Yeah, so like this fight's complicated because like you have to pay attention to your HP stat. So like you can
No!
Like
so that well, I mean you can't avoid that
Can't do
happening.
anything about that one, yeah.
So I was about to say you pray for that not to happen, and then like you just play around the HP that you would get. Because actually, this ties into Mudkip's ability in this game, which is Torrent, which means if you're lower than or equal to 33% of your health, you do 50% bonus damage with water type attacks, and that plays a lot into this fight because of how Nose Pass doesn't take much damage from Water Gun. So, like usually with the HP you would have before the fight, you would try and play around how much damage you would take from Nose Pass to get like the optimal HP to do damage with. But like in this case, it's kind of weird because Swift is a level higher than usual. So
True, I love early
her HP is a
XP.
bit different. Yes. So depending on your HP, you'd growl. I think in this instance you'd probably growl. But if you're like higher HP, you'd just go for the water gun spam as much as
So
possible.
creepy. Okay. Oh, that did not
good.
do that much.
Yeah, at level 14 it's like 8 to 10, I think. At
It
minus
did like
1.
9.
You can't escape now, oh no.
Oh dear. We want this
I
nose
always
pass
forget
to hit
that,
us into Torrent, but it doesn't really like to do that because it likes to go for tackle to put you into a kill range because
Yeah.
the AI
This is
in this
good.
game has kill AI.
Okay, this is actually great HP. This is awesome.
Does it do the same thing in this game where like she just wants to be faster than you?
Yeah. Imagine if I crit here. Darn.
Close.
Imagine if I crit here.
Pause. Hold.
Okay.
I always forget that crits in this game also do a billion damage.
Well, thankfully, Swift had really good HP there because she wouldn't die to Rock Tomb. And if like, it's weird because Roxanne, she knows she can do more damage with Rock Tomb, but she goes for Tackle instead. I'm not sure why, but
Because she
that's
doesn't
good
use
there.
Rock Tomb, like she doesn't prioritize it if she's faster than you, right?
Yeah, but like if it can kill you, she will use it. It's weird.
Okay.
Need to remember if I load a backup save, I can't do early XP.
True.
Because I have early XP here, and I will probably go for it if I get this next lovely
Yes.
manip that was created by Amoeba UK. It is called Reverse Chain Manip because there used to be called Chain Manip, which was called made by Shiru. But now we use Reverse Chain Manip because it's faster. It is really
It looks
hard.
so much better than like having watched people do the new manip in Barrier Blitz. It looks so much better than the old one.
It's so smooth. I love it.
I'm sorry, Shiru. I do not like Chain Manip. I will
You
need to
gonna
focus
deafen
here, but I
Yeah.
will let Sparkle explain this.
Yes, I will try my best. Okay, so this is way too complicated to try and explain like the intricacies of, but essentially Swift's going to be trying, she's going to do a very specific movement, like tile-specific movement. She can't make one mistake. And with doing that, she will encounter two specific Pokemon, that being Tailo first, and then second Abra. But there are like a million things that play into the middle parts of that. So here, Taylor's gonna appear, and she's gonna press the bag icon at a specific moment, and then she's gonna throw a Great Ball at a specific moment. And then after that, she's going to press the B button at a specific moment on the nicknaming section for Taylor. And with that, she's gonna do some more tile-specific movement that she can't mess up, and then hopefully she's gonna get a frame range for an Abra to appear. And then based on that Abra, she has to do one of 3 different audio timings for that Abra to catch it correctly. So hopefully that can happen. Okay, that wasn't the right path, unfortunately. She didn't do the path right, unfortunately. It's hard to do because right there, if you like those, there are 2 Abras you could encounter on the walk down. But after that, you have to do this weird movement where you like run 1 tile down and 1 tile left, and then walk up straight. It's really unorthodox to do. So I would like I can't do it myself. The way I do it is like I run 1 tile down and then just walk the rest, and then like hope it works because like it's just so it's so bad.
How
Yeah.
finding a tail of the 4-frame catching is a 14-frame window. Abras are a 4-frame window. Catching them is a 20-frame window. I was about to ask that. Thank you, Amoeba in chat.
Amoeba United Kingdom. Everybody follow him on Twitch.
Follow up.
He's super
Amoeba.
cool.
Am I allowed to shout out an Amoeba-related thing
Yeah,
that we
totally.
haven't technically announced yet?
Totally.
So Amoeba, who's a big emerald runner, right, was burgled earlier this week, and so PSR Diversity, the Twitch team, we're all on, the 3 of us.
I just want to let you know, I completely pulled that out of my, out of nowhere. Okay, well, it didn't work anyways. I don't know how I remembered that. I'm going to give it one more shot, but I don't know how the heck I remember that.
Anyways, we're throwing a fundraiser to try to make up for some of the stuff that got robbed, and that'll be on the PSR Diversity Twitch channel. So you should go to twitch.tv/PSR Diversity and follow us because we do Pokemon speedrunning marathons for charity. It's cool.
I agree. Yeah.
I had another thing I was going to say, but I completely forgot it.
Same. Well, not same, but like
I was going to ask
every
before,
day.
any Pokemon professors in the chat, did anybody know, does Rockstar in this game have different AI than like standard smart AI? Because I know that's often the case. Is that
She has a tendency to like use block and harden before she starts attacking you, but I don't know if that's specific to her.
a lot of times the first gym leader has its own AI.
Yeah. It's like more inclined to like not try and kill you as fast as possible because like All right, that looks good. Be an Abra, please. No, I think that was like a frame or 2 early.
I'm gonna swap to my backup card really quick. So, or my backup save, I should say, but give me a second.
Yeah, as you can see, that Manip is so tight. It's really hard to...
It's
really tough.
very hard. It is a 4-frame window into like another 12-frame window or something. Amoeba put it in the chat.
4, 14, 4, then 18 to 20.
Yeah, it takes literally hours to like even understand how it works, let alone do it. So
make sure I save restore and not save over. It is very, 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 very hard, and I am not that consistent.
I've never done
it. There is very few people who are very consistent at that manip, and I have to give all the respect to them. Also, I'm gonna have to change the frame because it's
all of them were in barrier. That all of them were in barrier blitz.
True.
Yeah, my peak rate for this Manip is probably like 20% consistency.
Yeah. When I tried learning this game,
I'm number 10 on the leaderboard, by the way, so that should give you an indicator of how like insane that Manip is.
And the old one was harder because you had to like adjust on the fly.
It was even worse.
It was terrible.
I'm gonna manip him. I don't trust my running.
Because I didn't know about this newer one when I was was thinking about learning this game. And I learned up to Abra Manip, and then I was like, I'm good, actually. I don't, what?
All right, don't worry about me
Yeah.
being one less level lower. All normal.
Which Pokemon game has the most brutal gym leader AI? They're all honestly largely the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the only difference, like the main differences, like in anything after like there are subtle differences. The weird, like I know BDSP has weird AI where it sometimes will not choose to kill you for some reason.
Yeah, I've never understood that game.
It's because I'm pretty sure BDSP's AI is incorrectly ported from the original C libraries.
I would not doubt that.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. So, yeah, because like they'll prioritize heals over. No, they'll prioritize killing you over heals that won't kill you. It's so weird.
It's very strange. I know in Gen 3 and 4, it's like kill AI is different because in Gen 4, it's like if they know it's possible that a move can kill you, they will go for it. But in Gen 3, they will only go for a move to kill you if like they get a fake damage roll on their side that won't actually happen for real.
Yeah.
It's weird. So.
And then also sometimes just random weird stuff will happen because like even smart AI has like some fuzziness to it. It's not kill. They'll always go for kills, but like you'll every once in a while just get them using some weird random move because it's just somewhat randomized. I don't know exactly how it works. It's really complicated. I've looked at the code in BDSP. Sort of.
Now that I'm not super focused on doing a manip, I just want to say that was crazy that I hit that Abra. I've never hit that Abra before. I don't even know the movement. I was just like, I think this is right, but I'll try it anyways. Because
I was looking at chat during that part. How far in the path were you?
It was the full Monty.
Are you serious?
It was the full one.
Okay, you're a god. I've never even done half of that.
I was gonna say,
before.
Sparkle literally mentioned while you were muted, like, oh yeah, if I get that point, I just pray and hope it works.
Yeah, for real.
I couldn't believe that. That's why I unmuted it. It was like, oh my god, I can't believe I just pulled that out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm sad I missed it. I was looking.
I like that behind his desk he has a couch and that he is standing on it. That's
Dude, you can walk on the couch on the way out, Swift. Walk on the couch. I call it sofa
I'll
surfing.
walk on the couch. I'll walk on the couch.
Yeah.
But anyways, we have a cute Abra. Even if you didn't see me catch it, I swear we have one. Just trust me.
I trust you.
Thank you. Source, just trust me.
Just trust me. No
Any
questions
sofa
asked.
surfers?
So I feel like you're walking in front of the couch. That's the energy it has.
No, you are definitely walking on that arm.
Your feet are on the floor.
Cope. Come on.
All right, I'm coping. Except, I suppose. I can't wait to go see the fly Pokemon we could be using, but choose not to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this part of the game is kind of just like we just mash and move for like 5 minutes straight.
I appreciate the downtime.
Honestly, yeah. After chain manip,
With everything that goes on, especially in the future, I am kind of glad.
Yeah,
Here's the Abra.
I was gonna say that the whole like 30 minutes was jam packed from the moment you hit start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, I need to
The game kind of takes a break here, but it gets back up.
In general, games with like manips and stuff are going to be pretty jam packed for that part of it. And like Emerald's an interesting one because there's a bunch of save and quits and stuff. There's only one more manip, so
no, she's getting Master Ball. It's fine.
We got a little bit of time. Oh, okay. Never mind. There's none more manip.
Yeah, we'll explain it probably, but we're not doing that for a marathon.
Yeah, no, that's very fair.
Especially when like the Strapo 4, like probably before 2018-ish was just getting the Master Ball anyway, so it's like, yeah.
True.
Need to make sure I say no here, or else Brendan will fight me, and that will be not that great. Also, my money was high, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go.
Yeah, where'd the extra money come from?
I don't think I'm supposed to have that extra money.
Did you buy repels?
I did buy repels. This file might use a different route from the beginning. which might be a problem.
How many
Interesting.
potions do you have? You should check that.
Okay. I should definitely check how many repels I have.
I forget how many repels you're supposed to have here. Like 4, 5, 6? I don't know.
All right, do you guys put your father's name in your phone as dad and then their first name?
No.
It's just dad for me.
No.
It's same, but I think it's very funny that you just register Norman as Dad Norman because that's Norman's, I guess, trainer
I have
class.
2
in your
potions.
phone.
I was like, you do that for your dad? I was like, what are you talking about?
No.
All right, I have 2 potions.
2 potions? Okay,
But-
did you get the beach potion? I hope you didn't, because
No.
that's kind of low.
No.
Okay. You should probably get on the way back.
Yeah, I probably will. Sorry, continue.
I did have.
You don't have... Oh,
go
yeah,
ahead.
So
Who's talking?
in
talking?
Emerald,
Whose
we
turn
don't
is it?
have to. In
I was
Emerald,
just
we
gonna
don't have
say-
to fight Brawly here, so we're not going to because it sucks.
True.
Yes. Brawly is like... I got stuck on Brawly as a kid in this game for like probably like 3 weeks straight.
I get stuck in
So-
Brawly's gym on this game all the time.
Yep.
Well, not this game specifically.
Your repel chunk could
I
be good,
think
actually.
my
You should
repel
be good.
count is fine too.
Yeah. You only need 1 more past this point, so... And then you buy more.
Hey, it's
I was
Steven.
not about to be
Right,
that.
right side, Steven.
Right
Come
side,
on.
Steven.
Yeah,
I
because
thought
it
I
looks
knew
more
you, Swift.
centered.
No.
There is a huge debate about which way you should talk to Steven. You can either talk to him from the right or the left. Either is equally as fast. It depends on your preference. I personally like talking to him from the right.
It's
because it
equally
looks more centered.
uncentered, no matter how you talk to him. Talk to him. Talk
You're
to him
always
from
in
the
the center
bottom.
of the map.
Talk to him from the bottom. That's the most centered.
That's the power play.
Can you talk to?
Oh yeah,
Steven
and the
from
reason
top?
you don't talk to him from the top is because wait, did you already explain it? I
Well,
wasn't listening.
he will walk out, and it's pretty slow. Also, I'm getting the beach arrive here.
Yeah. Yes, please do.
I was not about to not do that.
No.
Also, yes, I will be playing without glitches. Because I do not feel like doing a 1 in 32 glitch today. That sounds
The glitches
not
in this
fun.
game are kind of cringe, so we're not going to do them.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are quite difficult. So here I'm picking up the
It's
safety
interesting
revive.
because like all the other games surrounding this are like pretty consistent glitches, and then this one they're just like nah.
Yeah. So Swift got the soft sand right there. That's a held item that increases the power of ground type moves by 10%. Doesn't sound too big, but
it only
trust
10%
me,
this
that's gonna
game?
matter. Yeah, it's only 10%. It's like not
Oh,
good.
really?
Yeah. If it was 20%, this game would be free. It would be so free if it was
wild.
20%.
Well, because like when did they change that in Gen 4 to make all of the type specific ones 20?
Yeah, it's Gen
Yeah.
4 change.
Because at this point you might as well just use like wide glasses.
Taking Wave's advice and equipping it
Wide
on the
glasses? Or did you say
Wise
wise
glasses. Wise glasses.
Okay, yeah. Well, not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
because
yeah,
we
yeah.
use Mudshot as physical in this game.
It is.
May, this is the Gen 3. Do you not know how it works?
No, I do.
What do you think? Ground is physical or special?
I don't know why I thought it was special.
Okay. All right.
So types in this game are split on special and physical, unlike Gen 4.
Great
where,
segue. Great segue.
they
Oh
are
no, I know
split.
why. I know why I thought this. Because you don't use bulldoze in this game.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But I mean,
Because-
Mudshot's also special
Ow.
in Gen 6. So.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, they
Oh,
can be
no.
physical. Oh, that sucks.
You have to go for it. I guess you can
I'll
do
go
that.
for it. Okay, well it works.
Easy.
Anyways, so unlike Gen 4 and up, where types were no longer like split for physical and special, in this game, depending on which type of move you use would depend on if you use a physical or a special move. So water, for example, is special. The way that people tell you to remember is do every evolution plus dragon type, and those are all special types. And then
Oh.
anything else is physical. So ghost is physical. Ground is physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normal is physical. And because Marsh Stomp, or like Mudkip in general, Mudkip's line, is more of a physical attacker, we're gonna try to be utilizing physical attacks more. But you'll see us use special attacks later on just because we're gonna need to stick a bunch of HMs
Yeah,
on this
Surf is
poor thing.
broken. Surf is so broken.
All right, so I
thankfully.
figured out why I was confused, by the way.
Oh,
And that is
you've
what
come to,
I,
okay.
I knew that you didn't use bulldoze, and my brain was like, it's because it's special in this game, so you wouldn't use it. No, it's because it doesn't exist till Gen 5.
Okay. Twitch.tv/CoreFromMay, everybody.
Yeah. Shoutouts to me. I've been doing challenge runs in this game and have no idea how Pokemon's mechanics work. Not in this game, but
This
in
is special.
Pokemon.
Sorry.
As Sparkle watches and like seethes at me being like, I'm gonna use all the moves that aren't good.
That's a really bad place to die. Oh my god.
I have a
That's so
revive.
unfortunate. Yeah, but you're not gonna. He has a random AI, so he's like not gonna kill you. It's gonna suck.
Eesh.
He has to use bite. He's
Maybe I
1 in 4
should
to
have
use
switched
it.
to Abra. Oh, that did a lot.
See- Yeah. Focus. Yeah, focus energy. Okay. Well, nice rage. That was lucky
There you go,
that
double
he used
rage.
that. We're good. You can get the revive. You're probably gonna get anyway, but the revive next to Fortree.
Yeah, it'll be fine. There's a bunch of different revives I can pick up. I can even pick up the max
Yeah.
revive in Maxie's hideout.
Actually, with your extra money, you can buy a revive at Follow Bridge.
Also true.
Because you already pick up the one on the route above here, right?
Pick up what?
There's not a revive in this game in the route above here?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no.
No.
Really?
Just a full heal.
Oras brain.
I do have terminal RS brain.
May likes Oras way more than she likes Emeralds.
Well, it's because I can use physical and special moves. It's cool.
It's true.
Although Hyper
is
Voice
true.
is special. But she sometimes
Echoed
wish it
voice.
was physical. Yeah, Echo Voice, not Hyper Voice, sorry.
There is totally a revive on this route. Oh. No, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
No, it's there. It's there in Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, this is
Yeah,
Emerald.
yeah.
We don't get that.
I know. Yeah. Well, there is one. It's in the grass, 2 squares east of the trainer tip sign.
Where is that?
I don't
Where's
know
the trainer
where the
tip
trainer
sign?
tip sign is.
The route is so long.
Yeah, I was surprised because like the items that are hidden in Oras are pretty much the same as they are.
We've
in
already
Ruby
seen
and
2
Sapphire.
signs. Like what?
They
I don't even
very
know.
rarely changed it. That's why. But like Emerald did move some stuff, and they copied the stuff from
Yeah.
OR, not from.
That's generally how the sister games work. They just like change everything.
Yeah.
Besides like, how you play the game, it's like the same. But
A lot of the items are still the same, honestly.
All right.
yeah.
Normally on any other day, I would comment something different about this trainer, but you know what? It's today. She has a Plusle and Minun. They are very, very, very cute Pokemon.
They are cute
I
by law.
love Plusle and Minun.
They're so fun.
I'm indifferent. I'll
Just
be
a
honest.
couple little goofballs.
No, you
just
have to
so
say you
much
love
fun.
it, May. It's cute.
I don't. I think there are much cuter Eevee clones. Pikachu clones.
Eevee
Eevee
clones.
clones.
You know, is
Pikachu
that going to be
clones.
Gen 9? Is
Pikachu
Gen 9 going to have an
clones.
Eevee clone?
Shut up.
We do have Zoro and Bennigan.
Yo, Sprigatito Eevee clone confirmed by Game Freak.
True. Which one's your favorite of the 3? I already know Swift's favorite, to be honest.
I'm leaning on a Fuecoco
Yeah.
side of the argument. Yeah, he's just so goofy.
I can't wait for him to get fighting type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's your
he's gonna be pure fighting. They're gonna like extend the
Pure?
lore.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Rue?
I don't know anymore. I'm distracted with something else.
Okay, very fair.
No, I'm doing silly things in the background.
No, it's a
Well, you sound like you're having a great time, so keep it up.
Yeah.
Ray, can you do a starter poll in chat?
Oh my god,
Gen
that's just
9.
gonna. The war is on the brink of happening.
Exactly. I woke up and I chose chaos. Can these 2 hurt you in this game?
No, but they can lose you like so much time, which is
They have
why
quick attack-
Swift
wait,
was
they have
like
quick attack
holding
in
his
this
tongue. Yes,
Okay. In Oras, they
and
don't.
that's the move you want to see because Growl is really bad.
Yeah.
All right, so this next fight is very
I'm
funny.
gonna save. Because we're not
Yes,
dealing
please
with that.
Because even if
right.
Swift had a revive, it probably wouldn't matter for this fight if she died, because that's how bad it is.
Yep. Yep.
Do you want to explain, or
This
I
is
can
the
do it
worst
if you
fight
want?
in the game, right?
You can explain.
Okay, so the way this fight works is that you have to spend a ton of time setting up X items, which boost your stats, because you need to be powerful enough to two-shot Brendan's Grovile. And while doing that, you can get trolled by Slugma. It has Yawn and Ember. Ember can burn, which is the worst thing. You actually want to see it spam Yawn, because you have to set up anyway, so being asleep doesn't matter that much. So Ember here is not the greatest, but if he actually uses it 2 more times, it's fine. But anyway, so for Grovile, you have to hit a Mud Shot and Tackle, which are both 95% accurate. And if you miss either of those, you are literally dead, because Grovile will just kill you. And even if you revive, it doesn't even matter, because you don't have your X items anymore, so you can't kill it on the second hit, so you're still gonna just lose. And past that, if you get past Grovile, there's also the Wingull, which doesn't sound too bad, but you're only at probably around 10 or so HP at that point, because Grovile is guaranteed to hit you with Absorb, or if you don't crit Mud Shot. So if the Wingull crits you, or you like miss Tackle, it becomes, or you can die, and you can come back with a revive and be fine. But it's like it's still really slow and bad. So yeah, so right here we're gonna have to pray for Mud Shot and Tackle to both hit in sequence, and to not die to a crit Absorb. By the way, haha, funny.
Yeah, that one's not too fun.
Yeah.
I love being. Fun fact: Barstop, I believe, is the only starter that is 4 times weak to another starter.
Well, technically, yes, if you don't count.
I'm thinking
Torterra.
so hard right now. I think so, yeah. No,
They don't
Torterra,
count
I mean, no.
It's ice, so I mean that's not a starting type.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Grovile is down.
Yes, thank goodness. Now we have to get past this Wingull.
Just tap it in. Don't die.
I'm gonna water gun just in
Easy.
case.
Always safety water gun.
Always
Even
safety, yeah.
even top level runners do that. Don't be ashamed to safety water gun that. Please do it.
I mean, it's like 2 frames.
No, it's not.
No, it's a little more than that.
It's a second. It's 1.2 seconds or something.
It's 1.2 seconds to switch.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
well,
'cause it's
the
not very
water.
effective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which we can explain right now. So.
I thought you were talking about
very
just
effective
I
moves.
was thinking about just
Yeah.
moving over it. Yeah.
So for super effective and not very effective moves, it displays the text of them, being not very effective or super effective. But that takes time to do, and the game kind of lingers on it. So it takes like around 1.5 seconds for those text boxes to finish, which is kind of slow. But if you don't want that, you can use a neutrally effective move, which in most cases is like Tackle or something, and that is the fastest because you don't get that extra text. Nice safety Mud Slap. I like
There
that.
is no way I'm water gunning that. That range is
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. So that Magnemite is 7 and 8 to die to Water Gun, which would be faster because of the text box thing I just talked about. But if you don't get it, it can use Sonic Boom and just kill you. So no, not gonna happen.
Nope. I've accidentally water gunned this Abra. Today I will not water gun this Abra.
Yay!
It can die. I've done it before and it died.
I have not
without a
had it
crit.
die.
It's like 3 and 16 or some garbage. It's so
terrible.
bad. Maybe 5 and 16.
Who's winning?
We've been talking about ranges. Didn't we ever go over those?
Oh yeah. You want to talk about it? I've been talking so
Yeah.
much the past
Oh,
minute.
yeah.
So ranges. Imagine you are rolling a 16, like imaginary 16-sided die, and the higher the number is, the more damage you do. The lower the number is, the less damage you do. Kind of like D&D.
Got that Mauville is outside.
It will also check for a crit as well. So if you get like whatever the roll is to get a crit, then it will check for that too.
Yeah. It's actually weird because the game actually rolls. It only does single digits, or like it rounds to whole numbers because it has to. But it actually
always
does
truncates
calculate.
down.
Yeah,
It's
it always
super
it
cool.
can. Yeah, but it actually is funny because if you roll a crit, it actually multiplies the raw value of like if you get like a 3.8 damage value, it doubles that to 7. So you can have like a hit do 3, but a crit do 7.
Yeah.
Which definitely can matter in this game.
And a fun thing about Pokemon math, as the person who wrote the web app that a lot of people use to calculate Pokemon math for speedruns these days, or manipulate speedruns, is that they change stuff every frickin' gen, and because they round down after every multiplication, it's non-commutative, so the order matters. It's so fun. It's so fun. I love Pokemon math.
Same. Also,
Bike
we just
quirky?
got the mock bike here. The mock bike is infamously probably one of the fastest bikes in the Pokemon
Is it
games.
not the fastest?
It might be the fastest. I think it can be argued with Gen 5, but it might just be the
Gen
fastest.
5's bike is
Dude,
very
Gen 5's
fast.
bike is so cracked. There's like, you just go. It's
I feel
so
like
crazy.
I think Gen 5's bike is easier to control though.
No, it's not.
I think it is. I think it is.
No.
You've never even played Gen 5.
play it.
I ran Gen 5 for a bit.
You like did 2 streams.
I did more than I routed an entire route in it.
Yeah, you never played it.
I did, it's just-
the game's so bad.
You
for
know
that.
how many times I got to Roxy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
then
this
reset
guy in
because I
the top
died?
left corner has different colored hair depending on, I don't know. I think it's your trainer ID.
Oh.
Today it's blue.
I see him as pink most of the time. Not complaining. Pink
I
is
do have
based.
an announcement from the poll results if we want to hear them.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was so close.
Wait, did
see
Coco
it.
lose?
I
By
see.
4.
Oh, I voted too. No.
Same.
Yo, rip Quaxley. Nobody cares about
I
you.
like Quaxley, but it's like the other two are so good.
Oh my gosh, poor.
I like
know
how
some people who
Quaxley was like the
Quaxley.
main character of the day because he was just like Donald Duck, but now like nobody cares anymore, I guess. That's pretty funny.
We do have a few people, Quaxley fans in shambles. No.
Oh no.
Yo, you stick strong. You're one of the few remaining believers. I respect
Wait,
you.
what did we not notice?
No, I think it was the poll thing.
Oh. Somebody said, how's the world commentary not noticing? And then I was called
Oh.
out for getting distracted. I'm sorry that I have ADHD. Leave me alone.
It might be the title too. I'm kind of going. I'm having a little bit of
The
I
title?
fun.
have
It didn't
no
update.
idea what the title is, so I
Yeah, it
don't
didn't
know what
update for
people are
me.
going on about.
I don't
Yeah,
Wait, okay, I'm gonna-
we're running the Emerald.
I just unpaused the stream. It's really
Oh,
epic.
okay. I was
I've been having a little bit of fun. I'm sorry.
any percent plus couch plus right side plus mudkip percent plus ratio.
Yeah.
I can see
Actually,
ratio.
the title.
The Game Boy player attached to GameCube 2004.
So I know
Yeah,
someone.
I was looking at the Twitch stream title and I was like, it just says cute Pokemon show. I'm confused.
Got the range epic.
Sorry, the
Someone
layout. I
actually,
meant to say layout.
yeah. Someone actually asked how I have the input display on here, and that's through Game Boy interface. Don't tell them I'm actually playing Twilight Princess. It was to load the game. I do have the disc, but the quality doesn't look as nice. So
Yeah, the Game Boy player's disc is honestly pretty, like the stock Game Boy player.
I meant to save
Software is
here.
like
That's
pretty
okay.
bad.
Yeah.
So pretty much everyone uses Game Boy interface, which has a speedrunning build that we use.
Very
It
nice.
is very nice.
It's very good.
What is the right side category?
The right side's because you talk to the right side of Steven.
I didn't.
And we walked on the couch. So I'm excited to see what thing we do next.
Yes.
Boulder direction in
Yes.
Undersea Cavern.
I don't know what. Oh, side Flannery is always an option.
Side Flannery, yeah.
Oh, I missed my mud shot.
Wow, nice. The first mud shot. All right, this fight is just spam mud shot and hope you don't miss, and not going too well
Yeah.
so far. But
I will be saving after this fight. I actually meant to save before it because this upcoming route is just so. If you hit mostly any trainer on that route,
Yeah.
it is over.
it's so bad, especially the bird keeper. Oh my, he's decked out for like an early game trainer. He has like a Skarmory and like a Swallow. He's so Chad for no reason.
It is horrible. Same with the double trainers. Those are very, very scary to hit. And
Yes.
there's a spinner right after the hiker we're going to be battling. And she has a Lombre.
Dude, that
Oh.
spinner is. That's my most hated NPC in all of Pokemon. I hate her. She's the
Ratio
worst.
has been added to the category.
Oh my word.
I may or may not be doing
Range
things.
TO.
Speaking of range, Dio got that main extra.
Yes, that was another range.
That's the
We also
14,
got the,
15, 16, never remember.
something like that. We also got the Zigzagoon range earlier in the gym too.
Yes, that one's actually epic because Zigzagoon has so many troll moves. It's actually impressive.
It's a
I do now understand
56%.
Yeah.
why so many people were confused about the category. Because I was like, I don't understand why any percent glitchless or manipulous is that, or no, glitchless is that confusing. Like, I feel like it's all in the name. And now I get it.
I do have a couple questions.
Yeah.
From chat. There was one earlier. Earlier, someone just came in, was wondering why do we get Abra? And
So
I'll
that
ask
is
them
to
teleport back to-
yeah, that is to teleport. We need to warp around the map in some very quick places, and we're gonna need to do a lot of backtracking because the map isn't as linear as the later gen Pokemon games. I got an encounter.
Wow. Oh my god. That's 11%, by the way.
It's only 11% in this game?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
I like
so
have
nice.
never gotten one ever. I'm
It's
actually
1/3
so
in the
lucky.
remakes.
Skill issue.
Horrible.
Okay, I need to manip the spinner.
But yeah, so you could death warp back to the centers, but it's just way faster to not do that.
Yeah.
Specifically in this game.
Oh, I don't have a
Pokemon
repel.
speedruns don't.
Oh, your repel. Oh, you were supposed to have one more.
Okay, I might be able
that's
to go
fun.
buy
You could-
one.
You can reset, probably faster.
Oh, true.
You have to rock smash again. Yeah.
Right.
You have the money. So.
All right, that one's on Sparkle for saying they had enough.
Wait, I'm supposed to have.
Wait, what?
That means
What'd I
I'm
do?
supposed to have 2 more repels,
well, I don't know.
or
Oh,
more
yeah,
than
you
that.
do need 2 more. Yeah, well, I can't. I haven't played this in like 2 months, okay? Give me some slack. Yeah, 3.
Sparkle, you were playing this.
I'm
you were playing
so
this yesterday.
bad. I'm
I was watching
so
you play
bad.
this game
I'm
There's
yesterday.
no repels here.
They don't sell. You have to go to Verdant Turf Town.
Oh god.
You gotta be kidding me.
Just dodge the optionals to Verdant Turf. You'll be fine.
Oh my god.
Just. This is so
Just
stupid.
take the
Alright, I'm
encounters.
going off the
Okay,
bike.
down. Go down. Yeah. There's a guy in the middle. Go on the top of the trees. Top of the trees. Oh!
Ah!
Go in the middle, but dodge that guy's a rotator. No, he's not a rotator.
No,
I'm
he
lying.
only
He's a
spins 2
spinner.
ways.
How do you know that? Okay, that's epic. No!
How
did you know that guy only spins up and right?
All right, this is already very, very interesting. This is not part of the route, but
Can we
because I don't
add,
have repels.
Can we
Wait, you
change
need
the game
strength.
to Metal Emerald Gear Solid?
Mineral
You can get strength on the way there and then not have to
Or
get on the
Metal
way back.
Emerald Solid?
Let me see.
Because that's what this is now.
What is that range?
That range is absurd.
Wait, dude, can someone please check if they would sell repels in Verdant Turf before I go over here?
Hold on, I'm checking right now. Pokemon Emerald. Verdant. I'm typing so fast. Verdant Turf Town. I spelled Verdufant Town. Okay, Verdant Turf Town.
That's a good name for a town.
Pokemon.
What the?
They sell repels. They sell them.
Okay, cool.
They sell them. Did you hit
I
another?
got the same girl.
Oh my god. Well, they do sell repels, so this is not all in vain.
Okay.
Oh,
I promise. Okay, I'm
the
gonna avoid. Huh?
I didn't know the bot was gonna take me out like that.
The bot took you out hardcore. Oh.
This is so insane.
The worst thing.
I think you're safe. Yeah. Okay, you go up past that guy's vision, up all the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Go around the sign. Yep. That.
Now
She's
that's
a
a
rotator.
rotator,
Yeah. Okay. Get strength. Get strength on the way. Get strength.
It's strength. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Did you say?
Oh, we
did
hit
you
to repel
say,
though.
Did you go into the center?
There's a
at-
tree.
It's Sapphire. He's not there. Oh my god. No.
We have to go.
You said Mauville as your warp point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna suck to get back.
Oh, that guy has like
Okay,
no
you're
vision.
moving. This is the run. This is the run.
Just walked him.
Why did you
Yeah,
chance it like that?
That one you just walked right into.
I am so sorry
It's okay.
to everyone.
It's okay. I mean, as long as, we're all good. I'm having fun in the
I'm
background.
excited.
I think
I'm excited to see exactly how small this middle row of things can become.
I know. It's going to break, I wonder.
Yeah, I've been working on
my gosh.
overlay layouts like all week for different marathons, and I'm stressed out looking at how many words are there.
It's kind of getting hard to read too. Earlier you could read it, but now it's kind of getting like, you have to squint.
Oops.
A little bit. I did.
You're not getting strength?
No.
Okay.
You can't. You have to fight the guy. Which I
Oh, the
forgot
guy. Yeah,
about.
you have to.
Yeah.
Wait, is he not a spinner?
No.
No. It's just that in Sapphire, he doesn't see you because he's blind, but in this game, he's not.
Oh, you're
He, like, got some
right.
glasses
You're
or
right.
Okay.
Now we're schmoving.
Hopefully.
Apparently, we might have to make a new category in the Pokemon speedruns.
Oh no.
We have some leaderboard mods here. Like, they can make it happen.
There's more quests. Sorry. But not sorry. Oh, I'm having way too much fun with this layout.
Is that Wally?
It's Wally.
Hi, Wally.
He's supposed to call you way later. I was like
That's gonna
jump
mess up the
scared by
repel,
that.
by the way.
Oh yeah, because you're one step. It gives you one extra step, I think.
Is one less step.
Oh, you can't. Yeah. No, it's one extra because it doesn't count that tile that you walk on for the call. So you can't. You have to burn one
Oh
step.
yeah. Well, there's no way to burn a step.
Yeah, well, you can't. So you just have to like.
I'm just gonna.
It's gonna end. That's so stressful though, because it's gonna end.
I can just do this.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Wait.
So ideally,
you weren't
that
supposed to
repel-
use it there. Whatever.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, just go. You're gonna have some grass tiles in Route 113
That's fine.
to deal with.
Yeah, ideally that repel runs out at hey, there's no cutscene here. Right before those two spinners, and then you
Well-
use the repel menu to spinner manip them.
I'm going through this route so carefully. I'm not chancing
God,
anything.
I'm so stressed. I'm watching so intently.
Oh yeah, these guys.
Don't
Oh my God,
just run.
Swift!
Get off the. Oh my God!
That was good. That was really good.
That was too gamer for me. I would have gone off the bike and ran
All right,
past
now
them.
that we've all aged 10 years in a second.
Oh my word! I know, right? Oh,
You
I
gotta
need to
sell first. Sell. Yeah.
I think I can sell the repel. Don't need it.
Well,
No, I just use
I
super
guess yeah. You
repels.
get supers now. You get supers. Yeah. Why'd you buy 4?
I thought I needed 4 because I miscounted. Hopefully,
True.
'cause, I know.
I probably would have bought 5. So. Is this enough money?
Don't know.
Well, buy the necessities. You need all the X items for sure. I think you'll be good.
I wish I had.
Okay. Nope, I'm not
Okay.
good. I'm 1 less guard spec.
Can you sell something?
I
Wait,
can't.
I think you bought too many. No,
I took
5
too many.
speeds.
I don't have anything to sell. I could sell.
You can sell the
Great
X
Ball.
spec if you want. You can sell. Yeah, Great Ball. Sell that.
Okay.
There you go.
The money
Okay,
on
let's
this
just-
is very, very tight, and unfortunately, I'm very messed up by this file. I blame whoever made this file, and the one who sent that to me was Amoeba, so this is your fault, Amoeba.
Thanks, Amoeba.
Thanks, Amoeba.
What?
Yep. I'm just laughing. Maybe I
What
should
is
put
the
that in the
title back?
title.
Sound like you're up
Oh
to
no,
something.
we're good. I haven't messed with the title too much after.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I was
believe you.
kind of watching because I was just like I had no idea what was going on, so I was just like watching.
Yeah, sorry,
very intently.
it's just me screaming at the game.
yeah.
So Swift is a. But how do you feel about protein?
I love protein.
God item.
I'm gonna manip the spinner, by the way.
GODITEM.
She is horrible.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to the game.
Yeah,
the
now we're
protein,
actually playing the game.
the protein boosts our attack stat by a little bit. It gives us some EVs, like 10, and
10 EVs, yeah.
yeah. And with that, we get a couple of really nice, there are a couple of really nice things that come with that. Specifically, a few fights have where you use mud shot and like some really shaky ranges happen, and if you miss those ranges, it's really, really bad. So the protein fixes them and makes them either guaranteed or way more likely. So it's very nice for a marathon and for
this
a regular
point-
speed run too.
At this point, that's gonna be like new-ish stats or something. I don't know.
He's right there.
I don't
Sometimes
know.
up there.
EVs, the way EV scales weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like by the technical side of it, it should be 2 stats, but like sometimes it's different because I don't know.
Because it's 2
'Cause
times
base
your
stats.
base plus your
Yeah, base
IVs
stats.
plus a quarter of your IVs. They're 1/4 as effective as IVs.
I did have a question after everything that we just went through. Did you need to take a break after that?
I think I'm okay.
Okay. Okay.
That was very funny, if anything. Like, this game is hard, but it's so funny when you have, like, on-the-fly stuff like that.
It was free content.
Exactly. Alright. Now we have this spinner.
You can repel?
Oh, right, I do need to repel. I gotta do that, huh? I'll need to waste a few more extra steps now, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Word.
Just grab the item at that point.
Well, anytime
What do you mean?
Hey,
Is it-
Trustboro again.
anytime you want to take a break, Swift, just let us know.
Will do. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna get over to these two. I don't want to run
troll.
Manip him. I really don't want to run Manip him.
No, it's really scary.
Like, I've been
So for
able
that
to
guy,
before,
yeah.
but oof.
Yeah, for the fastest movement there, you have to like do the bag manip, walk 1 to the right, or walk 2 to the right. Or some insane people actually do 1 to the right, and then they run 1 right, 1 up, and then walk again, and then you pass them safely. But like that's kind of, you know.
It's tricky. Some
Yeah.
crazy people also, when they're coming back through this route, they like they stay on the bike the entire time. Basically, they do like some run to bike manip shenanigans, and it is very scary.
Like me.
Oh my gosh, I did not actually
233
know
on the
that.
board. Wait, I have a 234 actually.
I cannot learn. Abra cannot learn strength. I'm sorry, Abra. You are just too cute.
What a
Yeah.
sad day. Wait, so is Marshtomp not cute?
Marsh Jump is cute.
Marshtomp is cute.
But he can learn strength.
Okay, listen, you can be cute and
Okay.
strong.
Yeah.
No one's saying you
true.
can't be cute and strong. Alright, I'm also
If
gonna
anyone
use-
tells you that you can't be cute and strong, you can just point them to this spot right here and be like,
Oops.
no, they're look.
Point
you're
them
wrong.
to Headstrong. Who's cute and strong.
True. True.
That's okay.
Interesting path.
I was trying to go down, but
Yeah. I like to line up with the youngster and then just go down from where he's standing.
that's fair.
Like on the left side of him. Yeah.
So I did have a question from like really, really early on, and I think it's a really good question.
Yeah.
So there was a video from the completionist saying that Emerald is the hardest game to complete casually. What aspects of the game make it easier or harder for the speedrun?
Specifically, all the biking movements, as well as all the spinners. The gyms are pretty difficult, I won't lie, but that tends to be the case for a lot of Pokemon games.
Yeah.
But specifically, it's just the spinners, the movement, the combination of just like how much can kill your run. But especially just by
'Cause
hitting extra
casually-
trainers.
Casually, Emerald just has a really like steep level curve, right?
Yeah, and gym leaders have like so many mons. Like by the
Yeah.
5th, 6th gym, they have like 5 mons starting there. It's like it's crazy.
And they gave the gym leaders in this game like some really crazy items and really crazy movesets. Like Flannery has overheat on her Torkoal with a white herb. And that was
Yeah.
crazy to
Yeah.
me to learn because I had no idea that they put something like that in the game. That's really
Which is like-
hard.
Which they haven't really done that so much, like the held items on cheerleaders up until like BDSP, right? Like
Yo,
some
BDSP is crazy with how that is.
BDSP's fights are like they're extremely interesting routing puzzles because of all the held items and stuff. But casually, it's just like, why is there a Quick Claw? There's a really good clip of Sparkle learning about Quick Claw.
I don't. That was a YouTuber reaction. I hate that
It really
clip so
was?
much.
We didn't get the hiker or the picticker or the other things that you can get on here that are like 1 in 64.
Oh.
But also the management, like managing your HP is really hard in this game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially for
Yeah,
Tate and Liza.
Hoenn in general, just like the level curve is super steep. And so all the Hoenn speedruns have like a million like reset point fights.
Yeah. And like for a lot of them, you have to set up so many X items. So if you die, it's just over. You can't come back
Exactly,
from
yeah.
it. So, especially like I don't think anything spells that more accurately than The Norman fight. That fight is so bad. You guys set up 3 X attacks to hopefully 2-shot his last thing.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna save before the gym. Normally I wouldn't, but because I don't have my revive anymore, I don't trust it, and I'll have to walk all the way back if I don't get that. But we have Maxi coming up. I'm probably gonna stay before it, because I don't want to die to the Mighty Anna, because I was having a really rough time yesterday with it.
Yeah, Maxi's just one of those examples in this game where it's like he's not like a really bad fight, but it can go really badly if you don't get lucky.
Yep, bite,
or if you get really
bite,
unlucky,
flinch,
specifically.
flinch, flinch.
Yeah. A lot of fights in this game are like that. They can just troll you, and like it either loses a bunch of time, or it loses a bunch of time and you're kind of screwed for upcoming sections. Like if you get bad HP after Maxi and you don't have like a good heal for Flannery, you're in a really bad spot.
I love Pucciano's sprite in this game because it's just like...
He looks so normal. He looks so Pucciano.
He's just like, yeah, I'm here too, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. To check if I was supposed to
Then Jubat's doing a Komodo hype.
Komodo hype gaming. When is he's in a perpetual state of Komodo hype. I respect that.
Exactly. Like everyone in chat.
Yeah. Let's go, chat.
Let's go.
You're all Zubats.
You're all
Let's
Zubats.
go.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty accurate, but that also sounds really mean.
And chat definitely knows Supersonic.
But Croagbat's so cool.
True.
All right, saving before this fight. We swapped Halo to the front because we're gonna need to do some crazy guard spec strats in this.
Yeah.
And by crazy guard spec strats, I mean I just set up a guard spec and then I hope for sand attack because he won't actually hit sand attack.
Well, it's actually cool because another thing you do with Tailo being in the front is it tanks the Intimidate from Mighty Anna.
Yep.
Which Intimidate lowers your attack by 1 stage, and that's really bad for Marsh Tom because we spam physical attacks. So we use Tailo to sponge it up, and then we just go from there.
When will they
it's also nice
when
because
will they add a special Intimidate?
True. Well, they're halfway there with Frostbite if they keep
True,
it.
Frostbite is a cool effect.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Also,
So thankfully, the good AI here always goes for the kill on Tailo, so we don't have to worry about it like spamming sand attack for no reason.
oh, that's pretty interesting.
Oops, I almost started attacking it.
You get a mud shot or strength.
I'm gonna mud shot.
Good idea. I like that.
Do we fight
Yeah,
a Snorlax at any point in this game, by the way?
No.
We don't,
No.
right? Darn, it's the cutest sprite in Gen 3. Or specifically in
Oh.
this game.
I was gonna say we have Slacking, but Slacking's not as cute.
No, Snorlax
not
is
really.
Gen 3. I'm gonna look it up.
Also, the reason Swift used Mudshot there, you saw it outsped the Mighty Anna on turn 1. It's actually a speed tie. If you and the enemy have equal speed stats, it's just a 50-50 shot of who goes first. So the Mudshot guarantees that they go first the next turn. Pretty neat.
Fortunately, I'm not in
Correction.
Thorin here.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Snorlax's Ruby sprite.
Well, it's the same in Ruby and Emerald.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why does
Why would they
this
give?
so-
Why would
why
they give
is-
different
I don't know,
sprites
but
to mons not in the game in Ruby and Emerald?
But Cerebi says there's different sprites.
No, Emerald is like the animation it does. That's the frame it chooses.
That's the, okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. 'Cause I remember seeing it in your stream.
Yeah, I get what you mean because
oh my
I've
God,
been
yeah,
in
yeah.
that spot before.
It is confusingly laid out.
I'm not sure why Cerebi just like doesn't have the animation play.
Yeah,
for
because,
Emerald.
what's it? Bulba does, I think.
Yeah.
At least it does for Gen 5.
What gives Joe Merrick?
Tisk.
As a super here because Flannery is a very scary
I think
fight.
I'm also supposed to elixir here.
You can, yeah.
I'm gonna double check.
No, you can. You can.
Okay.
Like the only difference from elixiring now and later is just if you have to if you skip healing for this part, you can just skip elixiring. But if you have to heal, you can elixir right there. It does make a difference.
Okay, cool. And I also have to read this gym puzzle really quick because I am really bad at memorizing
top
where
good.
everything
Honestly,
is.
I've messed this up before. You feel so dumb when you mess it up. It's crazy.
I still like when I do the Sabrina puzzle. I just have to look at what to do.
For Sabrina,
honestly
it's nice at least because you can
For
just
the-
like not even look at the screen. And you're fine.
For the Oras puzzle to do to get the Master Ball, I still look at my notes, even though I like know where to go. I still don't trust my brain.
I mean,
Yes.
I think notes are great in speedruns. I sometimes
no,
need
I-
notes.
They're wonderful.
I 100% agree. But even when for puzzles, even when I like definitely know what to do, I still like look at the notes for like the order anyways because I'm just afraid.
Oh, that's fair. I know I need notes sometimes for, not necessarily like for the randomizers, but I like need notes for some of the games that I run.
Yeah. Like even like the ice puzzle, I like look at notes just in case. And the ice puzzle I've done so many times I've seen it in my dreams. So
All right, we want to see light screen from Slugma here. Haha, Slugma. Okay, good.
Good.
So light screen
Nice.
is good because
I think I
it doesn't
shot this right. Strength. Okay.
You strength. Yeah. So light screen is good because it has 3 moves it can use, but the other 2 are bad. Sunny Day doesn't attack us, but Torkoal can use Sunny Day also, and if it's already up, it won't use it, and we want it to stall turns by doing that. So it's good if it uses light screen, and also it can use Smog, which is just awful because it can poison you, and it's really bad if you get poisoned. So yeah, here comes Torkoal. It's kind of a similar deal to Grovyle, kind of, not really, but it's
Torkoal's
just
so angry.
bad.
Up a
Tract
track.
is not what you want to see.
This March Stump loves me more. Darn it.
no,
No.
it doesn't.
Torkoal's too cute. No. He's not. Why is she not? She's not Sunny Day. What is she doing? That's crazy. She hasn't used it yet? That's so unlucky.
This is cringe.
I think you, okay, wow. You are getting
I think
really
I need
unlucky.
to reset.
Yeah, that's a reset. She just kills you here. Wow. That was really unlucky. So Sunny Day wasn't up, but she never went for it once in all those turns. That was actually insane.
I've had
Not
Norman
to
only
mention the
use
body
Facade
slam
against me.
paralyze. Yeah, Facade crit gaming.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but that was like, the fight went pretty much ideally up until that Torkoal, which is pretty much how it goes most of the time. It's just crazy that you had all like the right setup and it still went as badly as it could have.
Also, you like missed every single possible coin flip too, which is fun.
That's
That
true.
was great.
That too.
Those are all paralyze and body slam doesn't always paralyze, and attract is still only at
It was a
50-50.
sunny day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so 50-50 on attract, and a full heal doesn't work, so you just have to tank it and hope you don't get immobilized by cuteness.
attract is a super lame status effect.
It is.
But you should just get a female mudkip.
All right, tell
That's
that to them, like trying to find manips and stuff.
No, I will not.
I wonder when the first runnable female mudkip is. It's like probably like 10 minutes after you reset. It's probably really bad.
Oh, here comes attract again. All right,
Well, that
March
was like,
Stump.
yeah.
Come on.
Come on, come on.
Come on, buddy. No.
Believe, you gotta believe. Okay, can you Sunny Day here?
Oh, there's already
Please?
sunny day.
No, it faded that
Oh.
turn, but
Oh,
no.
now I'm paralyzed
you're
again.
dead to overheat.
Yes, I
You're arranged to
am.
die here. Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Woo!
That's pretty crazy.
Pokemon.
2 in a row.
It's fine. Nobody
This is why we
defeats Swiftoloo
saved.
3 times in a row.
Oh God, please no. I'm surprised. I'm usually not this unlucky with Flannery. I'm actually usually have really good fights with her, but I have never
Yeah.
been so unlucky.
Nobody makes Swiftly reset 3
This
times
is
in
why
a row.
Bulldoze is good.
We're gonna go again.
All right. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Pumpkaboo?
All right.
Pumpkaboo.
No.
Sparkle's like, no.
Now I know what etchy felt like. Oh my god.
Pumpkaboo.
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 Oh no.
Pumpkaboo.
Look what you're
Oh my
doing. Look
God.
what you're doing. You're cursing the run.
Oh, I am.
The run's already cursed.
Yeah, it's
It's crit.
just crit. That's all we do in life is just crit.
Oh my god. Please.
Oh my God.
No, that's a range. That's a
No
range.
way. So the chances of missing 2 of those is 1 in 400?
Yep.
5% miss,
Yep,
by the way.
Yeah.
I cannot control
Yep.
this. Like some of the other
Technically,
things I
it's-
could have controlled. This is one thing
It's
I
slightly
can't.
different because it's so you hit 1 out of 3, but I don't remember my binomial distributions off the top of my head. But ooh, it's not good. It's not.
All right, you guys
That's
like
quite
Flannery?
unlucky.
She's really, really cute, and she really
I
wants
do
to
like
hug the
I do like Flattery. Flattery is my favorite Gen 3 gym leader.
Shout outs to Pumpkaboo.
What's your favorite Gen 3 gym leader, everyone?
I like Oras Roxanne.
Winona.
Orange Roxanne's a good design. Winona is also great.
Winona's,
my
yeah.
favorite. Oras's gym leader designs are really good.
It is.
Yeah.
Or they are.
I feel like that's like generally agreed upon, except for people whether or not you like bandana May or hairband May.
Bandana's the way to go. I'm sorry.
I
Yeah.
like hairband. I like both.
I think the hair bow is very cute, but I love the bandana look.
Why did they?
Yeah.
I can't believe in Rainbow Rocket they like reverted Archie's design.
Yeah, he's just like a dude.
Yeah,
They just made him like
or-
a guy.
Oras Archie
you
design
serious?
is so good. Oh my god.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna hit both of them.
Yeah,
Just crit. Crit. Come
just
on.
crit.
No.
Crit.
Close.
Crit next time.
You gotta
Oh my
break through this
God.
marsh stomp. You have to break through this.
Sunny day. Oh
Sunny.
my god, this is so stupid.
I am dead.
I think you're just
I think
dead.
you're dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is like the worst. Okay, Wave Warrior always complains about this fight, but I don't think he
I
can,
have
he can say
never
anything anymore.
been this unlucky. There is actually no way to make it better too. Like I just
No, yeah. This is like one of the fights I was talking about where it's like if you don't get the thing you want, you're just like, okay, well, bye. Ratio, see you later.
As I said, I've never seen myself reset to this fight so many times. I'm actually shocked.
You're on a bad seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with
IGT.
Pokemon marathons is you technically could never complete the game even with saves because the game just gives you the worst luck ever. It's very unlikely, but it is possible based on how statistics work. And we're seeing that today. Just the worst luck.
I'm sending you good luck vibes.
It's okay. It's gonna be this one. I believe.
I believe. We all believe. Chat, send
I believe.
loves in the chat.
No one defeats Swift 4 times and
Oh,
gets
I wish
away with
that crit
it.
was on the next thing.
Nobody. Oh yeah, by the way, that Camerupt, if we didn't use the pro team, it'd actually be a range. So thankfully, we've always had a guaranteed Camerupt in all these resets.
True.
Let's be grateful for that. Protein God Gamer. God item.
True.
Come on, Marsh Stomp. Come on, Marsh
dude.
Stomp.
Yes,
Come
come on,
on,
you just tab it, tab it, tab it, tab it. Yes! Finally, dude. Oh my
Yay!
god.
5th time's the charm. We did it.
Oh my word. Woo! Okay, I think I'm ready to take a break after that.
Okay.
That's fair.
good idea.
It's
I'll do it.
respectable.
We'll do a 5-minute break after this. This was quite interesting.
Don't worry, we got plenty more to scare
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, we have. Don't
This
get it
is
twisted. We got
definitely
plenty
one
more
of
to
the
go.
Emerald runs of all time.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Well, in the meantime, we will take a break, everybody. We'll bring you some more Emerald. Oh, goodness. Emerald. I can't even read this. I'm just,
Pokemon Meta Emerald Solid Any Couch plus right side plus Mudkip plus ratio plus no repel plus Pumpkaboo %.
Yes, exactly. I just can't say it because it's so funny. We'll be right back in with to stay tuned and get some water, stretch, walk around, go to the bathroom. You know, all the good things that are good for you for your wellness. All right, we'll bring you some more Emerald everything soon. We'll be back. Hi, everybody. This is Rue. I'm Cutie Rue SR, bringing you some more of my show Legally Cute, where we're showing a very interesting Emerald game. It's the category is just a little bit long right now, as well as the title. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say a couple of announcements. Games Done Quick will be at PAX East this year, April 21st to April 24th. If you're interested in submitting a run, use the command PAX in Twitch chat and fill out the form. I will do the command in a second. If you're all watching on YouTube, hi YouTubes, go to twitch.tv/Games Done Quick if you're interested in looking at our live content. And starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's when they start. Okay, in the meantime, let's bring you some more Pokemon Metal Emerald Solid. Whenever you're ready, Swift.
All right, I will go in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm unpausing my timer as well so I can keep track of time. Oh yeah, one of the things I actually never talked about is that I'm using 2 controllers for this, by the way.
Oh, based. I didn't know you were a dual wielder.
I am a dual wielder. So you can play this game with either a Game Boy Advance SP hooked up with a Game Boy Advance SP to GameCube link cable, which I have that going. Or you can also use a GameCube controller, or you can use both, because I hate I sincerely hate the D-pad on the GameCube. Sorry, I'm buying stuff.
The GameCube D-pad is bad.
It is.
It is.
It is really
It's
bad.
not good.
So I use the SP's D-pad, but I use the buttons on the GameCube because I love the GameCube's buttons.
Yeah, they're big and nice and easy to just navigate through.
You just do it like Pokeguy style. You have them all laying out on the table.
Dude, he's like I can't fathom how he does that, but he's just such a god for it.
I know. It's like, it works. It clearly is good.
He's like playing Street Fighter, but like Pokemon speedrunning.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Went past the rock again.
That's close. Yeah.
Well, it's gonna mess up my repel step a little bit, but that is okay. I'm gonna switch.
Swap here. Swatch
I'm
moment.
gonna switch the Talo back to slot 2 here.
All right. So
You gonna do Ananan movement
No.
here? Or okay.
I don't know.
Before-
Well, it's fewer steps, so you might be able to make it.
before the break, we had a pretty bad fight, but that's over now, right? Surely the next fight.
Yeah,
won't
no,
be,
that's-
surely
no.
this next gym won't be bad.
Actually, yes, that is true, as you will see.
Why do I have the feeling the next gym is not going to be as fun as the last one?
No.
Okay, no. They're not lying. The next gym
I'm actually
is
dead
pretty
serious.
good.
Okay.
So we skipped
Oh, no,
Brawly
I
all that
forgot,
time
I
ago.
forgot.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
I
silent that
free
whole time.
again.
I knew you were thinking about it. You were silent that whole time. But yeah, we
they
have to
got
go
me
back to
again.
fight Brawly because we skipped him on the first pass through Dewford Town. So now that we go back and we're like level 5 billion, we just like one-shot all those things and we're so happy. It's crazy, awesome.
I tried to do a bit and I played myself.
I want to hear the
Okay.
bit, even though the bit.
Huh?
I want to hear the bit.
Well, so in Oras, you can't skip Brawly, unfortunately, so we have to fight Brawly early. And so I was like, oh, we beat Flannery, so next up is Norman. No, this is Emerald. You still need to beat Brawly. So this gym is actually really easy.
Imagine counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and not 1, 3, 4, 5, 2,
You're right.
Durf, etc.
Yeah, we're just counting in Pokemon speedruns. If you've ever seen, like, especially Gen 1, imagine counting.
I like that Brawly has Sonic hair in this game.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, this
Also, the protein- yeah.
this is like the calm before the storm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, exactly. The gym after this is what I was trying to joke about and failed to do.
Okay, so this means chat needs to ask questions when the storm is happening, right? Is that
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's not the perfect time. Or maybe I'll just meme some more on the layout. See how much I can break it.
Yeah. I don't know who does the GDQ like layout design work, but as I mentioned before, as a fellow layout designer, I feel for you.
Imagine not just searching up layout on Google Images and like taking some Call of Duty frame layout.
That's not how it works if you're doing marathon layouts. It's more complicated.
You can always control shift or shift click.
Is that going to be as good as the layouts that you've seen me do this week?
Those layouts are pretty good. I was seeing them. They're pretty good. I'm gonna rare candy here also. I need to get to level 30. Don't accidentally rare candy Abra.
Good. You love to see it.
I will also pick up the potion that is hidden on the beach, aka the beach potion.
Yes.
I just clicked cancel because I hate that it doesn't.
I love doing that.
Not auto-selected on the top. It's just like, nah, you have
to. It's so
to.
dumb. It's not, and like they kept that for some reason. They were like, oh, we gotta make sure that this thing remains accurate. True remake.
Yeah, it's not fun. We get to watch this nice little cutscene of the boat. It's actually quite fast.
Yeah, I was singing a boat song in my head, but it was like already done by the time I started singing.
It's the mock boat.
Yeah. I was thinking, do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know why it's Mario, but that's what I was thinking.
I thought I was gonna hit that.
Sparkle, how many items are on that
reference?
beach?
What?
Is it 3?
Yeah.
I can never find the third one. This is not important.
Do you have
for
a guide? Are they the same in Oras as in?
Yeah, they are. I looked it up.
Alright,
Oh.
I'm saving. I don't want to die. There's been too much cursed in this ride.
Every gym fight in this is bad.
I think I'm justified to save before like every scary thing that's about to happen.
Yeah, this fight's actually funny because like you don't, if you're at full HP, you're like 1 in 256 to die to 2 crits, but Swift can just die to 1 because she's chipped right now.
I do just strength this, right? Yes, I do.
Yeah, strength times 2.
Okay, well I'm not gonna. Well, actually, I could still die.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like perfectly dead to a crit here. Okay.
Hey, I have good HP for the upcoming Spinda though.
Yes. So this is actually great HP because Spinda will be inclined to use Focus Punch, which is abusable because we can just hit it out of its focus and then we get free damage. But if it doesn't use Focus Punch, it has either Teeter Dance or Dizzy Punch, both of which are pretty bad, especially Teeter Dance. You can go for Strength first, I'd say.
I usually go for Mud Shot since I have the protein.
Yeah, but it's arranged to kill with 2 strengths because of protein.
Okay.
And he's gonna Focus Punch anyway, so you don't want to miss. You could go for that. You could also Mud Shot if you want.
I did mean the Rock Smash.
Okay, well he didn't Focus Punch. Wait, what's he doing?
What is it?
I don't know. You dizzy punching?
That's weird.
And I'm
He's
confused.
gonna heal this. Oh, wow.
Okay.
He's gonna heal this, by the way. So.
Oh wait, that sucks. Okay. I should have just strength. Fine, I guess.
Well, strength wouldn't kill, so.
It could have. Is it not a range?
No.
Really?
It does like half. So.
But
You might just want to do like probably 75 to 80%.
Please hit this.
oh no, I'm sorry. I meant when Swift used Rock too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rock Smash, yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
But it was a range to kill. That's why she tried to go for Mud Shot.
That's
but,
what I figured.
Yeah, she
I was just
accidentally used
confused.
Rock
I was just confused when you said that. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. This is like 25. Yeah. Please break free of confusion. Okay, good.
Yeah. Good job, Marshtown. Proud of you.
All right, so now she has to heal to full again because this next fight is hilarious.
It is
It's like the actual.
pretty bad.
You think it's a gym fight, but it's not.
Unfortunately, I only have 1 route left too after this.
Well, that's not good.
But I need to conserve the powders more.
I guess.
The commentary.
Could you have
notes,
powdered? I don't know. I don't know if +2 slash kills from 70.
The commentary
probably
notes for
range.
this split involve a lot of swear words. I'm not going to say how GDQ.
I had
That's a good
no
idea. That's a great idea.
Wait, so in the commentary notes, does it say F and S and A's?
There's a lot of A's.
A lot of A's, okay.
A lot of A's. As in, this split sure is awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
are absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like that's one of the god crits in this game. That's a god crit right there. Oh
Yay.
my
that
god.
is a really good crit.
Yeah, so normally that Zangoose doesn't even always die to 2 mud shots. It's a range, and you have to like play off of what you think
It
the
is a
damage
likely
was.
range, at least.
Yeah, it's likely, but it's just if it's like barely yellow HP, it's like not actually half. It's like this game's weird about yellow HP.
All right,
So
time for another cursed fight, by the way. So, Norman. They gave him a Slacking. Slacking is... do you know its base stat total, Sparkle? Because I sure
it's
don't.
a Regigigas.
50?
That's what it is.
Alright, so I need to X speed here, and then use 3X attack. And it's gonna use Teeter Dance, and I wanted to keep using Teeter Dance here, actually, so it doesn't damage me.
Yeah, the idea here is to get all your X items.
670.
My
Yeah.
word.
That's a Regigungi right there.
Yeah, it
Regigungus.
More Teeter Dances is always good. On the last turn where I'm gonna heal with the heal powder, I do want it to facade me, which it did already once. Hopefully it does here. Good.
Okay, good. That's the first cringe part of the fight done. Only 2 more to go.
Yay.
Now, next up is Vigoroth. Vigoroth is very fun because, well, if you want to go fast, it's really bad because Mudshot one-shots, but only 56% of the time with protein.
You know what? Let's
So,
go for
the
it.
safer strat.
Kidding.
Yeah.
I would water gun if I were you. Okay, good. Yeah, so water gun.
Easy.
That was a mud
It
shot
works every
crit.
time if you crit.
Oh, that was a
Okay.
mud.
Yeah,
I thought
that
he
was a
used
mud
water
shot.
gun. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was a mud shot crit.
What happened? Okay, well that's good. So you don't have to deal with that because if you miss the range, it wastes so much time. Yeah, that's just to put it frankly. All right, this HP is great. Mudshot, yeah. So here comes Slacking, and this is the only point in the entire game where you do not want to see a critical hit, and you're gonna see why.
No, don't say that.
You don't crit, don't crit.
Okay, I did. Give me a
good.
drop. Oh, it gave me a drop.
Nice. Okay, that's a guaranteed win. Counter.
Facade.
Oh, facade. Okay, thank God. Okay, so normally he goes for counter there, and you don't want to crit because obviously if you crit and do double damage,
This is very good HP, by the way.
yeah, he just Uno reverses back on you and you're just dead. But thankfully that didn't happen. And Swift got the 50% rock smash defense drop,
That was much better than the last gym.
and she wins, and she's good. If you don't get the drop, you have to like use Mudshot twice, and obviously that can miss, so it's just a mess. But that fight went pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, that
so.
was a solid fight. I mean, I got the crit.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have been nice is if Spin didn't facade me on one of the turns. I wish it would have Teeter danced me. But otherwise,
Yeah, but like
super solid.
pretty much perfect past that.
Because I got the crit on Vigoroth.
I mean, it could have still died anyway. You know,
It's,
it could
it's
have.
a
It never
50%
does,
range.
but you know, it could have.
59% range with protein, apparently.
Is that 15? I thought it was 56. Huh.
Well, notes say 59. It probably is 56 because that wouldn't make too much sense.
That's 9 and 16. Yeah, 59 is like 9.5 out of 16.
Yeah,
That's
that
weird.
doesn't check out.
All right, I blame Kurt because he wrote these notes.
Kurt moment. Follow Kurt on twitch.tv.
True.
KURDDT.
This run is just blaming different Emerald runners.
I respect that.
Okay, so here I have to teach Surf, I believe.
I show you know 4 moves.
Yeah, well, no, I don't.
Game over.
And here I'm gonna Surf here to get a rare candy.
Free piece of candy.
Hey.
There's actually a very small chance to encounter a Meryl.
Twitch.
Epic. I didn't think you would actually do it. Days.
Okay, so we have a pretty scary movement section coming up. I'm probably gonna end up saving. That guy is very scary. Oops. Just because, like, there is a trainer on this route who has a Roselia. It is so easy to hit her. It is.
Don't forget the Breloom guy.
Oh, I have
Literally
not hit
impossible
that guy.
fight.
I hit the Roselia.
That's the literally impossible fight.
Grass
is that
type
guy.
bad.
Yeah, any grass types, and we're dead, basically.
Yeah.
It's like when you spit on an onyx. Manip him. Has him face up.
All right, Sparkle, are you ready?
I'm so ready, May.
We're gonna get our Latias now. Haha, funny
Oh my
jokes.
god! Oh my god, I can't believe it. Core for May, everybody. Give it up.
Oh no, you did Latias skip.
There's no Latias.
Oh, you skipped it. You should go back and get
Darn.
it.
Shoot, darn. Oh, gosh. How are we going to get the range on the... What does Latias do? I don't play
The
the rest.
Latias dies, is what Latias
Oh,
does.
yeah, we can't get the die range. Oh, darn.
Yeah, we hit ourselves in confusion a bunch, and then we don't.
I almost hit that
we
trainer,
died
by the way.
ice,
Yeah,
ice
that was
thing a million
close.
times.
Okay, so I
Are
need
you
to be
going to bike
careful.
here? I would run. I would just run.
Yeah, fair. It's gonna walk.
Tap it in. There we go. This is literally what I do on like real runs. There's no shame. All right, easy.
And then he's
Nice.
blind, he can't see. I need to be careful I don't hit this ninja, because that's also kind of easy to hit. Okay,
I hit that guy
We are
down there
good.
in a practice run of Oras, just because like you could just run in the grass behind him, but I wasn't thinking, and I just ran directly in front of him. I was like, oh yeah, that's a trainer. Oops.
Based gamer behavior.
Yeah, I was a little drunk in my defense.
All right, I'm gonna surf here just so I have 100% accuracy.
Wow,
'cause
you're in
I am
Torrent.
very low HP.
Exclamation point Torrent 93. Is this good? Is this Torrent?
I don't know.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Does this torrent?
Does this Torrent?
Here, we're gonna...
So the reason torrent's so good... Oh, you want
Yeah,
to go ahead?
so I'm gonna end up fighting the trainer. Like, usually you'll see me talking to the trainers because it's usually faster too. But in this case, I'm gonna actually let one of these trainers walk up to me because I want to sneak behind him and, like, get to Shelly faster. I think I just surfed this, yeah. Because there's a spin
Oh
And
my
the reason,
God, you're just-
yeah.
You
And the
just
reason
can't stop
torrent's so
critting.
important for this section is because all these things die normally anyway, but Shelly is the concern here because Mightyena does not die to torrent with no surf, or surf with no torrent. So, yeah, you need that. But it's only an 88% range to actually kill it.
Yeah, so I might
it's-
save there too.
Yeah.
If I had
And
a
you don't have the
revive.
revive, so yeah, you should save that.
Swift, are you a person gamer?
Yeah, I'm a person gamer.
Yeah, that's
I
what
thought you said person gamer. It's like...
You
are
a person
what-
gamer?
Are
Swift
you a
is-
person who games?
Swift is an Eevee.
True.
I've met Swift in real life multiple times, and I can confirm that Swift is an Eevee.
This is true.
Aww, I want to be an Eevee. That's so cute.
Let's see if I can find Swift's webcam photo for where did you? Oh, I think you posted. Yeah, I think you posted it in GDQ in the TSRD recently.
I mean, her
did.
Discord profile pic is also a selfie, so that works too.
No, but there's a specific one.
No, yeah, she's
Oh, okay,
thinking
yeah.
the, actually I can't say because I will spoil it otherwise.
We'll spoil it. I will find it, assuming that it's in one of these channels.
Just search for me recently.
That's a million posts.
Okay, search.
Okay, and?
It's me recently
I
in
found
the...
it. I found it. I
Okay,
found
never
it. I
mind.
found it. I found it. You may if you would like to post this for chat.
Mudshotting. Okay,
Range time.
yep. This one's kind of scary, because she will KO me from here.
Yeah. If your HP was like a bit higher, you'd be safe.
Okay, she got killed.
Okay, good.
We're good.
That is so cute. I can. Okay, I have to. I have to. Oh, hold on. Let me see how I can do this though.
Did she show it to you?
I put it in the chat. Yeah. For the
The server. Also,
our
getting cast
secret
form.
chat that none of you are invited to. Ah.
What are you talking about?
Cuties only.
so we got a cat storm here. Cat storm's pretty cute. And We're gonna be using it, actually.
Yeah.
Because it'll be really, really useful for a few fights later on. And I'll want to probably pay attention to its HP and defense here, because what HP, defense, offense, and stuff it has.
Oh boy.
I'll probably be doing different strats. I know Sparkle doesn't like to do these strats.
Yeah, that's like the one thing I can't help you with.
I can help myself
your own
with
for that
that. It's okay.
Good. That's very good.
Our rival's gonna come up here. This fight isn't actually that bad now.
Yeah, this fight's free.
Does it give you? Do you get Mystic Water off it in this? You do, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we use it.
Yeah.
Busted.
It's not as good in this game though.
104.5 power serve. Ember is odd.
Wait. Well, 4.5.
Amnesia.
Yeah, 95, 10%.
Oh,
and then,
it's 95.
yeah. Oh, because it's 90 in
It's
Gen 6.
90
Wow,
and-
wow, wow.
They changed it like they nerfed it like Gen 4, didn't they, or 5?
No, Gen 6.
Was it Gen 6 when they finally nerfed it?
Yeah.
Wow,
They
I
nerfed
thought it was
that,
earlier.
that was like the whole special move nerf generation.
That's true.
Gen 6.
I think I
Also, that Grovile protein god item moment because
it is 100%.
it's guaranteed. If it's not protein boosted, you are only 15 and 16 to get it, and if you miss it, you get leaf bladed to the next dimension. You don't want that to happen.
That does seem bad. I do like this dimension. Because like every time I've been to the next dimension in Pokemon, it's like really slow and you have to hit
let's
a bunch
go,
of rocks to where Uxie is, and I don't really find it very fun.
That's a layered joke.
Yeah.
Okay, I posted the
You
picture.
never even played Platinum.
What?
Have you even played Platinum?
Yes, I've played Platinum.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
yeah. I haven't outrun it, but
Okay.
I've played Platinum. I own Platinum. And she's
Oh,
in the
Scott.
process of borrowing all of my copies of Gen 4 for his stupid 7 console run.
What? All right. Tall grass.
That's where
I have
Pokemon live. Don't go in
to-
there.
Well, I have to.
There's Pokemon though.
Ah.
There's Pokemon waiting for you.
I do this menu here. Just for reference, because I know Sparkle's gonna probably look at me and go like, why are you doing it here?
No, I do it there too.
Okay, cool.
And the Wave Warrior's the one who was like, what are you doing?
Every runner I watch that does this is like, they always do it later, so.
Yeah, there's like, well, there's one big menu you have to do to like evolve into Swampert, like all the different stuff, but you can split it up into mini menus over the course of that whole section, or this whole section. Makes it a bit more manageable.
It's the Mystic Water, and now we can go. I love how the notes say Swampert as well, by the way. Even though this is clearly
not
not a
quite.
Swampert still.
It is in its heart.
It will one day.
It's an old soul.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a pretty scary movement section coming up.
Yeah. It's pretty much like that, the section past Mauville.
Oops, I want to pick up this. Thank you. My repel is going to be a little off, but that's fine.
Yeah. And
This part
this-
is way less fun movement in this game because of the
Yeah.
tall grass.
And right past this point is like, in my opinion, the second craziest spinner pass in the game.
I'm not going
That
to do
spinner pass
it.
is, that spinner pass is
No,
crazy.
no.
I can do it. I feel so good when
Yeah.
like I get it probably 85% of the time.
It is
feels
like
so
Neo
good.
in the Matrix spinner pass.
Exactly. I love it.
Yeah, that is in fact the ninth evolution that we just ran away from.
Kecleon.
Kecleon. Or I guess it would be the sixth, the sixth evolution at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, because they added 3 more of them in Gen 4.
No.
Yes.
3? Who's the
Oh, I
third?
go yeah. No, they added 4 because they added Glaceon, Leafeon, Finneon, and Lumineon.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
It is raining.
It is raining.
Wait, where'd your repel go?
I remember I accidentally
Oh, you went
wasted
to
a
get the
bunch
revive.
of steps.
Yeah, that can happen. Yeah, this part's like, if you waste any steps, your repel timing's gonna be really weird.
It's okay though. Now we're gonna repel here again. Has this nerd right here. And then pick up, I think this is another rare candy. I don't really know, I'm just going autopilot here.
This one I do know because this is like this is the backup candy and for bad Latiases that is cringe and loses like a minute and a half.
Oh.
It's so slow to get in Oras. A minute and a half is probably exaggerating, probably like 45 seconds, but it is slow.
All right,
Ooh, that was a
Persims.
Persim Berry Gaming.
Also, yeah,
You'll love to see
that
it.
is pretty good pass.
Okay,
With
so,
the
Persim's the second best berry.
yeah, I was about to ask why. What do persims do? I forgot.
They cure confusion, which will be really useful later for Outrage. I'm just gonna run this.
Good idea.
It is technically not optimal to grab the Persims. But it's for marathons, it's like very smart to do. And also like they're way safer.
Did you put cast form in the second slot?
Yes.
Okay.
That was just to get the fly point for later.
Yes, we need that.
Now I need to rare candy because I have forgotten to do this before.
He's all grown up.
All growed up.
Oh, yay, we're
All grown
evolving.
up.
We're evolving.
Mudkip, you can be cute and you can be strong, and that's exactly
There
what
we
you
go.
became.
Yay.
What's everyone's favorite second form starter evolution?
Breakson.
Breakson?
Bailey.
I was gonna say, and why is it Thwacky? But
Okay, Thwacky is just they took Grookey and they put him in a taffy factory, and that's what came out.
Oh, right, I forgot to repel.
Oh, nice.
I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this menu. Oops.
I kind of like
Bulletin.
Quilladin, yes. For some reason, all my brain was doing was Chestnut, which is I know was wrong. I think Quilladin's really funny.
Bulletin is
Well, as long as we can
hilarious.
agree that Bailey is objectively the best, it's fine.
I'm not
As long as we can agree that she's
enjoyer.
the best, it's fine. It's fine. Like, we just have to come to terms, So.
Okay.
Oh, Swampert legitimately was an answer in chat.
I love Swampert. To be fair, like, Swampert is very cute.
Yeah.
And Marshtomp. Although Marshtomp to me sounds like a washing machine.
Dartrix is all right.
The only thing he has going for him is the Edgeworth reference. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a funny reference, don't get me wrong, but you need more substance,
That's fair. That's fair.
I think it actually is faster talking from side here.
Prinplup is goofy.
Yeah, it's
Picking
faster.
red. I'm picking red. And it's like, oh yeah, you could just go through the
Oh, it's
middle.
like the Team Rocket section?
Yeah.
I think my answer is Quilladin.
I'm looking up right now. My brain has to be derested. I
No, I
only
feel
know
that.
I know the starter gens
Oh.
for the Gen 1, but after that it gets fuzzy.
Grovile. Grovile's good.
Oh, Grovile.
Yeah,
what about
Grovile is up
Combuskin?
there.
Any Combuskin fans?
No.
Wow, wow.
Combuskin's goofy, but I wouldn't call it my fave.
It is very upsetting. I think Combuskin's actually pretty cool.
No comment.
What's everyone's least favorite middle starter?
I think I know why.
Sorry, I'm still finding my favorite one. I'm a little bit rusty on this.
It's okay. Also, Brion is really good.
Are there any middle
And
forms
Torcat.
that are the best of the three?
No.
Yes, I can think of two.
Actually, no. I think Grovile's the best, yeah.
Grovile's good.
Because Bailey's not
Swadloon?
better than Chikorita. Because
Swadloon.
Chikorita's the best starter of all time, so.
I also like. This is a hot take, but I like Lampent a lot.
Oh, we're not talking starters anymore?
No, I said of all.
Oh, of all. Oh.
Yeah,
Jesus. My
No,
bad.
the only one that you can make a reasonable argument
Oh, then
for.
Hatchrim. Hatchrim is god tier. Hatchrim is
Hatchrim's
easily.
good.
Yeah. What else?
What's the okay?
Further-
So what's the fox name? The Finnegan, I think. Is
Yep.
that-
Fennekin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fennekin.
Fennekin, Brixton, and Delphox.
okay. I think we said Brixton earlier. I'm on the Brixton tree.
That's fair. I can respect that.
List of Pokemon by 3-form evolution. Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Nah, he's okay, I guess. He's all right. Whatever.
Of the 3, Poliwhirl, I would say the middle is the best.
I mean, those 3 are just ugly in
I,
general.
li-
I don't
I
like
like
them.
Poliwhirl.
All Pokemon
No,
are
I
cute
do-
in my
yeah.
heart. No, I'm just kidding. No, all Pokemon
Meryl?
are cute.
Oh, I love Meryl.
I
Oh
do
yeah,
love
Meryl's the
Meryl.
second stage.
I do
yeah,
love
Meryl's
Meryl.
based.
It is very confusing hearing this in my head.
Yeah, I was like, okay, get over yourself. Gabite? No, I'm kidding.
Punkaboo?
He's angsty.
Punkaboo.
Pumpkaboo's only a 2-form.
Go,
baby
gotcha.
baby pumpkaboo moment.
I actually do like Togepi. So Togepi, Togekiss, and Toga.
Yeah,
I love that.
Jack. I think it's Togepi, Togejack, and then Togekiss.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I do love.
I think that's my official list of the good second forms. Or best. Second forms are the second. Pokemon where the second form is the best form.
Also, I'm definitely gonna need to heal this.
What's your HP?
The cast form's like half HP.
Oh, you're not dead to quick attack.
Oops.
You might be dead to wing attack though.
Trying to flip.
No, you should be fine.
It's the double fight I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the Swellow. But it seems to like quick attack and Endeavor more, or at least it's more likely to use it because it's just math. You go around like that.
Yeah. Sometimes this
This
puzzle
gym is
confuses
definitely
me.
the scrub killer. I got stuck on the last part of this puzzle as a kid for like days. I was like, is my game bugged? I would have like this tendency to
Days?
like think my game is bugged and like replay the whole game to be like, okay, now it's fixed. And no, I'm just stupid. I'm just bad at the game. I did that all the time with Twilight Princess.
See, this is like when you being like a good 5 or so years younger than me, like makes me like I forget that I'm like because I'm like
Kinda bad.
Twilight Princess. I was like 14 when that game came out. What are you doing? Oh wait, you were like 9.
Yeah. 8 actually when I played it.
8, yeah. So I was like, okay, I guess that makes a little bit more sense, but
Yeah,
I'm trying to read 2 different notes.
Yeah, you strength that and Shockwave Swallow.
Okay.
Endeavor's
Get a crit.
good. No Protect from Pelipper either is very nice.
Definitely. Crit this.
I didn't
And
realize
now this is Surf Shockwave.
until today that the health bars are like
Oh, I hit that.
like speech like they're like speech bubbles.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Huh, I thought those
Yeah, I didn't-
triangles were just like there for just to be there.
So if there's only one of them, then it's more of like a shadow.
but when there's 2 of them, it definitely
But if
does
there's
look
2
like
of
a
them,
speech.
it's like a speech bubble. I think it's supposed to be a speech bubble with a shadow. Is like the actual goal of it. Yeah, I learned that today.
That's interesting. I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot about Emerald speedruns, how they're
I also learned
Interesting.
that all of the colors that make up. Yeah, so you can see it's like a shadow here. Sort of.
Oh, yeah, it's different. What the?
Yeah, it is
What?
different.
Also, Swift's
I
gonna
looked
die
at-
here. I'm gonna need you all to freak out, okay? Everybody in chat, freak out when Swift dies, please.
okay.
Oh no!
Oh, no, that's so unlucky. No, dude.
That's just Punkaboo.
Cash form. Oh, cash form. Oh my god.
What a save! What a save! Does this mess up your experience, Root?
No, that's on purpose.
I know.
Wait, you didn't.
okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't, because May, you've had like multiple of these moments. I didn't know if you were like in on it or
I
not.
didn't either.
You literally, the whole bit was that we were clearly all in on that joke.
You've missed like 3 bits
you
so far.
announced it
Ow,
to
my
the
hand.
audience.
Oh, I just hit my hand on my desk.
You deserve that.
Whatever. right, this next fight is a part of the gym leader gauntlet, as we've come to know and love.
Not the bad.
It's not
the
as
worst one,
bad,
though.
but it's still pretty bad.
I do not have 2+ potion left. Well. Oh, I should save. I almost forgot to save.
Oh
That'd
yes,
be good.
please save.
Yeah, please save.
This fight is also pretty bad. Like, just every fight in this game is pretty bad.
Yeah, I was wondering, is there like, I don't know.
Rollick's not too bad.
Juan's
Yeah, we're
not
always
too
easy.
bad.
Yeah.
Juan's pretty easy, yeah.
Especially with Persum strats.
Watson's not too bad.
Yeah. That's it.
I
I guess the E4 fights aren't, but they're not like gym leaders, so.
I read Swablu there as Shablu.
Based.
Which
so,
I
you know,
1000%
Twitch.tv/Shablagoo 5 O's. Don't forget it.
Oh no.
Which I very much need somebody to
Really, you
make,
don't have
please.
to. I don't even know how to spell it. I don't even know how to like actually spell it. You don't have
Okay.
to.
Somebody please make Shablu.
Okay.
Also, luckily there was no Parish song. That Swablu knows Parish
Yes,
song.
it's like
Yeah.
what 1 in 6 to Parish song around there.
I have no
Although
idea.
it's pretty much statistically proven that when you're on a PB pace run, it's like 5 and 6. That's
That
the
checks
mix-up.
out, yeah. I mean, the game knows how long you've been playing it. It keeps track.
Yeah.
So,
It's not like there's.
yeah. Something I was going to say earlier is having looked at specifically the Emerald battle UI a lot today. Every color in this looks terrible on its own, but kind of works together.
It makes the game. It looks kind of like grainy, but in a good way.
Like the shadow there is like a green.
Oh, don't tell me that. No, I hate when it's like, is it gray or like dark green? I
It's
hate
a dark.
that.
It's not
it-
even
My
that dark.
eyes
Is it
can't handle
emerald?
it.
It's not
What?
even
It
that
is
dark of a
green.
green.
Is it emerald?
It only works. Oh no, because that'd be brighter. I feel.
Yeah, emerald. I so in my mind, I'm like emerald's a stone. You know what I mean? Like the color, like I would think it would be green personally, like a
Yeah.
deep forest green kind of thing.
Like not only
nice-
is it a green, but it only looks like a darker green because it's of like what it's next to. On its own, it is
Selected
pretty bright.
headshot?
I guess.
Or like it's specifically because it's on a white background. Like I put it on a dark background that Swift made earlier, and I was like, oh, I'm blind. Okay, I can't. It's so bright.
Yeah. Anyways, nice, perfect fight from Swift.lu. No problems with that.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I feel like the first, like now we're doing the love is coming through.
So glad, because the next section is also.
Yay!
Well, there's specifically one pass that's kind of scary. I'm not sure how to react to it, admittedly, because there's like no way. You're basically guaranteed to hit a trainer.
Because now it's Lilico, right?
Nope, it is Lava
Magma
Ridge.
Cavern. Yep. This game loves really hard fight into 5 minutes of movement where you can hit like 13 optionals straight
Oh,
into
Magma
doing
Ha-
that all over again. And then again. And then
Magma
again.
Hideout.
It's so fun.
My favorite.
Oh,
By my favorite, I mean I really don't like it. Run this.
Repel, don't forget.
Need to repel here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The cavern. Yeah.
I just forgot. Thank you.
All right,
Yeah, no
Hiker,
problem.
yes or no?
Shno.
No?
Shno.
No?
Yeah, Shno. Oh. I was
the
trying
same-
to combine yes and no and got Shno. I don't know.
No.
no.
My brain works in
Oh,
mysterious
it's
ways.
snowing.
Oh my word!
Snow is snowing. Wow.
How did he know?
Wow.
Sparkle's just popping up because he's never seen snow before.
Actually, is it snow? I think it's ash, but
No, that is
No, it's
very
snow.
wrong. He
oh
has
no,
seen
it's Brendan in this game. That's right.
What?
It's not Ash.
it is Ash.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Oh,
Tactical one by you. There, yeah.
We all have fun.
I do like snow though. I don't want to say snow anymore. I'm going to say snow.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I have a habit of putting like saying S in words as sh instead because my name is Sean, S-E-A-N. So
Oh.
bit of pointless lore there for you.
Yeah.
wow! May's just agreeing. Like, that's so
Based
mean.
May.
Yeah.
No, May's name is May.
That is true.
Did you know Rue's name is Rue?
I don't believe
No
it.
way.
Whoa.
Okay, that might
Yeah,
not be my real
the
life
spelling
name.
of Sean's name is why when most people do a yawn, Sean does a yeen.
No comment.
Oh yeah, if you can't read the category anymore,
Oh, is there more? Oh my god.
What even is it now?
what did
Oh
I
my.
do?
Cute mean.
I passed them. Sorry, I had to pop up there for a second.
The title of the game is Pokemon Metal Emerald Dante Solid.
I missed it.
The NE and Couch right side Mudkip ratio no repel pumpkin boom Mimi cute percent. That's what we're doing today.
And that's the primary category for this game. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Strength this.
Yeah, I was reading because I saw like another Zubat that's like, you gotta surf it. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I
that's
am
for
mesmerized
Tabitha.
by those EVs that Shelty posted.
Or may or may not have put snow in there.
Oh, hell
yeah.
yeah.
I can't look away.
It's gonna get so small.
It's okay.
Please forgive me. I'm not sure if I spelled snow correctly, but I'm trying.
Okay, hold on. I'll critique it.
Yeah, the stream hasn't caught up yet.
Yep, that is correct. You got
Okay.
it. Good job.
Yep.
Oh my word. I wish
glad
I
we're on
could
the
see
same
what was
page.
going on, but I kind of have to run.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. I will post pictures.
Yes, please. So I can look at them later and laugh with everyone else. I'm in on this joke too.
Let's just say I can't even read it. I can't even read it. You have great eyesight, May.
I do have good eyesight, yeah. But it is hard because there aren't a lot of pixels to go up for here. So I'm doing what I can with what I have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to check my cast form stats here, by the way.
There's gonna be a God cast form.
That would be sick, because then I can do
Yeah.
some really cool strats. But if not, that's okay. But I know I'm gonna level up here, so I want to check it.
Oh, you do level here, yeah.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
that's okay.
I like never
remembered.
pay attention to cast form.
All right, so I'm gonna check its defense. I'm gonna check its special defense. So I'm gonna kind of go through this kind of a little bit slowly.
Thank you for being another runner, Sparkle.
52
who, like,
defense.
Whenever there's like very niche strats where it's like this random thing that you get. If it has this stat, you can do it. You just go, it's probably fine.
This is the one part of like the whole speedrun. I'm like, I just always do like the basic default strat.
Yeah.
And when it's like, when people in chat who know how it works are there, they're just like, dude, you can. It's just like I never listen.
I know, yeah, no, I 100% respect that. Where it's like, oh, if you actually have like, you could do this thing, and
Yeah.
2% of the time it's possible, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to be
Yeah,
doing
and it's funny
it.
because like I've played Fire Red, and that's basically the whole run is just doing that. But like for the one time in Emerald, it's just
Yeah.
like, nah, I don't really feel like it.
The cave grunt fight in Oras, there's like there's a better version of it based on certain stats, and it's like 6 different versions that are dependent on 3 different stats. And I'm like, well, I've never failed with the one I do, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Exactly.
Do I have to hit 95%? Yes, but I'll just simply do that because that's better than having to think.
I might not tank a psychic, but I think I take an earthquake.
From Zatu. Yeah.
I don't think Zatu can use Earthquake.
Wait, no, but Claydol.
Why?
Wait, how does the fight? See, I don't even know what's happening. It's like I just do the default strat. Is my basic is my
Yeah.
is my go-to.
Like at this point, you've been running for an hour and change, right? You're like almost 2 hours. You're like, I don't want to think.
It'll work out.
That's the
It'll-
problem with Pokemon speedrunning, is that it ends with the Elite Four, where you have to do the most thinking, but my brain wants to do the least thinking.
I think I might go for strat pie, which I think is the normal strat anyways.
See?
Except for in Black and White 2,
Look what I
Elite Four is
told
really
you.
easy.
We have to check the HP.
Yeah. So this fight, this is what we want Torrent for, because things actually die to serve. But there's one very unfortunate thing, which is Crobat outspeeds us and always attacks us. And if it gets a critical hit, uh-oh. That's a no-no.
Yep.
Yeah, Crobat's crazy fast.
Yeah.
It's really quick.
Especially with a Quick Claw, if you didn't know. No? Nobody gets that?
No, I get it. I
All
got
right.
it.
Oh.
Okay.
In BDSP, the Crobat that what's his name, Cyrus has a Quick Claw, which a specific speedrunner
Okay.
in this commentary learned
Yes.
live.
Yes.
This is why shooters rooted it, and you would know.
I've heard a really funny comment about Crobat before and Maxi's Crobat. And there was someone who was like, yeah, this is like an evil organization. They go around like stealing
super
stuff.
potions and-
they
yeah,
can
I know
only
what you mean.
afford super potion.
It's like,
Shen always makes that joke, and it's like always funny.
It is so funny. I love Shen.
and yet Crobat understands that like money's tight because it still does love Cyrus
It's true.
and Maxi.
Also, Air Cutter was worse because it has a higher crit chance, so that was lucky that we didn't get a...
Getsus
Owned there.
could
Yep.
never.
Now I have to fly to Slateport because I have not flown to Slateport before. I have flown directly to Lily Cove.
That was me. That's all of us who ran this game.
Have you done that?
And what?
No, she's made it to Abra. That's the farthest
Yeah,
she's
I made
been.
it to Abra and Emerald, and then I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna play Oras. But we do fly to Slateport in Oras.
So have you flown to
directly
Lily
to
Cove?
Lily Cove?
No.
Dang.
Why would
Impressive.
you? Why would you need to?
Because
Oh, 'cause
that's
you
the next
skipped
place
this?
to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
think
because you
about it.
skipped this. Well, we do shopping here right before it, so that's why it's not that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's really easy to remember.
I forgot
And we
I
do
have
it.
to actually-
There isn't the magma hideout, so it's just straight after Mount Pyre. And at that point, you're like out of everything, so you're like, okay, I want to go shopping. And you clearly don't want to go shopping in the department store because that's slow.
Yeah.
Though you can get Thunder there, which is good on Kyogre. But it
is
doesn't
neat.
actually. But it doesn't really save him that much time.
Our rival's staying in front of the department store, but we're not going to fight
Yeah.
him. We don't feel
turns
like
out-
it.
Turns out that stab rain surf is really good.
All right, this is like the only section in the game that's like actually just like a breeze. You just like don't even have to pay attention to what's happening. Well, you kind of do, but you can't run or bike in here, so it's really easy to get the movement right pretty consistently.
Yep. Although I am going to pick up a Master
Master
Ball.
yeah.
Luckily,
Yes.
I know where that is.
I better see a first try path
Which Pokeball is the Master Ball?
at the top left one.
Also, I do not know the path, admittedly.
Left.
No,
Left.
it's left. No.
Left.
Go back.
Oh, go back. Go back.
Okay, left.
This is where. This
The
is my
other
one
left.
time to shine.
May, go,
Middle.
go, May.
This is
Left. Far left. They didn't change it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Which Pokeball is it?
The far left. You have to encounter an electrode first, top left.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, the first two are electrodes. Okay.
You do not have to encounter an
Green Nugget.
electrode.
I thought both diagonals. I thought they were like blocking the Master Ball.
It is that way in Ruby, I think. Or no, I think it is in yeah, wait. So it is that way in Omega Ruby, because in Alpha Sapphire. No, it is also that way in Alpha Sapphire, because you have to go. You talk to the tree in Alpha Sapphire, which gives you the diagonal pickup because Alpha Sapphire is good.
oh my goodness. Sorry, I put far
I'm so
left.
happy I was able to contribute. You guys have no idea how excited I am.
Yeah, I gave you your moment. That was your
Thank
moment.
you.
Yeah.
I was like, this is like the one, like my one time to shine. I was like, at first, I thought that Swift did know where to go. It went down the middle. I was like, oh, I guess they changed it. But they didn't.
We did this whole
Snow.
section. Oh yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. You still spam surf. This whole section is just spam surf, and then prepare your mind for Tate and Liza.
True.
I
Yeah.
did include far left in the category, just to kind of help.
Right side plus far left.
Yeah. That's
Oh, I froze the soup.
Far left percent is every time I talk on stream. That is a good point from chat, is that we should be just doing cute contest mastering.
That
what? Yeah.
seems very hard to route.
The problem is it's just boring.
Fair.
Yeah, contests were like never good, and Game Freak kind of realized that because
I liked
they don't
it as a
exist
kid.
anymore.
I like the Poffin minigame.
Poffins were just like
Or Pokeball minigame. That was fun.
Poffins were just a Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games minigame.
Yeah, it was fun when I was like
Yeah.
9. But
Just go through
yeah,
here, by the way.
they-
I did not know
they're
that.
They're very
You didn't?
simple.
No, I didn't.
Based.
But okay, so with the contest, I see. I didn't play. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. With the contest, like, how come has anyone tried to speedrun it?
So
Not that I know of.
people have people have done it in NORAS, but NORAS is really boring because you get what's called the cosplay Pikachu, which is it's like a Pikachu and it learns.
Oh, it's broken, right?
It's really, really, really good, essentially. And because it gets different moves, like it can learn different moves for different types of contests, and then also it just has like a higher, like I forgot what the stat's called, Sheen. I don't remember what it is.
Planet Sheen.
Say, this is the 30th time you brought in contests to show and tell. And part of the thing is you can't like, if you could like like time skip to get more berries, then like maybe you could route something that would be a little bit better. Or just do like a no cosplay Pika route. But you can't if you skip forward in time, then it freezes you out of time events for like days or whatever. So
Cringe.
there's not really a good way to do it. I looked into it for a bit and I had like this big spreadsheet of all the moves and then realized that it wasn't going to be interesting.
Oh. Well, it's interesting to find out though, because I imagine that there would have been something out there. I just didn't know.
Yeah. But it is a strategy. It's like the cosplay Pika run is a thing that people do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Gen 3 contests are just like completely random. You can have like an Electrode use Explosion on the last turn and get all the points and you just
Yeah.
lose. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. Like Self-Destruct and Explosion give you like 10 points, but you can't move for the rest of the contest, but you can just use it on the last turn and get all the points anyways. So it's just stupid.
Yeah. The thing with contests is that they're just like not as like fleshed out as like the battle system. So
Yeah.
which is a bummer because I thought they were very neat.
42 is use a super repel. I'm gonna
Also, like the games are like nothing's balanced around contests. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like movesets, there's no thought into what's actually contest balance.
All right, so this next fight, the HP that Swift ends up getting at the end of it is going to be very important for how the rest of the, how the entire gym in Moss Deep City turns out. We want to see what? Between 95 and 113 HP, I believe?
Yep.
Yeah. And this Gyarados has
Crash is good.
that. You could do that. All right. Don't crit. Okay, good. All right. This is a range to kill.
Oh, that's
it's
more
confused.
than that's lower than 95 though.
Okay. Well, okay, so now you're 1 HP, so you're like very, very
okay.
unlikely to die just straight up, but you shouldn't. That'd be crazy. I think you have to get, what, high rolled by both earthquakes or something?
I love getting the 1 in 256 double high roll.
But yeah, the way the Tate and Liza fight plays out is very specific because the fight is insane, because you have both things on the field. on Tate and Liza's side, and they both know insanely strong moves, and you have to find a way to both set up, kill all of them, and then not have Swampert die or like take major damage.
Yeah,
but you want it to take some damage because you need Torrent for Surf to actually do significant damage.
How long are the notes for this?
Pretty long.
There's a paste bin on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like discount Colo.
Yeah. I agree.
Or it's just like here's a big old flowchart.
Imagine if it was like Kahlo and it was random what 2 mons came out first.
Oh,
if it was
yeah.
like Solrock and Xatu, it'd be like Sunny Day Solar Beam turn 1, you'd be screwed.
Coliseum is peak like this was never meant to speedrun, and yet we will do it anyways.
Dude, Kahlo's so fun. It's so fun.
I want it.
When you can play, it's fun.
I always thought it was random that they always show the Pokeballs like in the most random spots on the partners. Like the duel battles, like the Pokemon balls were like there was 2 spaces in between the 2 Pokemon balls.
Well, because they
Not
each
sure
should
what you
only
mean.
have 3 in a double battle, right?
So it's like a Pokeball, they'll have like 6, but then it was just like a weird. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think how to draw it.
I'm gonna need some guidance here.
Well, I think it's because if it's a double, then each trainer can have up to 3.
Yeah,
So that's why.
yeah. It's
Like trainer 1 has 1 in 1 slot and not 1 in 2.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
like, I get what you mean. Yeah, that's just how double battles work.
yeah. It's interesting to look at because it's like
Yeah, it's just because behind the scenes, it is 2 trainers that each have a team of 3,
Yeah.
or of up to 3.
Yeah, thankfully you
That's
can only
just a
go up
quirk
to
of the
3. There's no
engine.
like 6 on 6.
Oh
for,
my
like,
God.
Each team. That would be so stupid. That's like a challenge hack type thing.
So I could actually maybe
I love
take the
Natu.
Psychic, by the way. But
As
a very
cast
little
form?
HP. Yeah, as cast form.
I mean, you could.
I could give it a shot. At least once. Because it's a... I
Yeah,
think
you
it's
can go-
It's
you can,
very
like,
fast
you have
if
some
you...
buffer.
I'm so glad that they changed this stupid gym puzzle.
Well, it wasn't
Yeah.
changed. It was more based on Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But
So
the Ruby and
the wrong
Sapphire
way?
gym is
Swing
awful,
that?
so.
Yeah, like
Especially for the speedrun, because you have to fight this Xatu, and if it like uses, what is it, Nightshade or something, you're so screwed with the
the
gym
Gen
fight.
3 gyms aren't my favorite gyms. Except I like Winona's gym. Even when you do soft lock it.
Oh, wait, you can do that?
Yeah, you have to restart the whole game.
I was supposed to...
Yeah, okay, all right, okay. Thanks. That took me way too long to process. I got funny and quirky bits over in this stream.
Always, forever.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the fast strat.
Yeah. I
will
know
need to
how-
heal cast
I don't know how
form,
this gym
but-
works, though.
It's got a very complicated table, but I do know how to read it, which is good.
Why do you not
I don't.
simply just use your X-Specs onto your Mudkip using your cast form, runner?
True. Okay.
What? Don't just... What?
Need to heal cast form here. Yeah, it
In
will
every
be able
game-
to take a psychic by 2.
Two.
In
Full 2.
in all of the games after Gen 3, you can use X items on your partners. You cannot in Gen 3. So that is why this fight is hard. Otherwise, it would not be as hard.
All right.
And the fact it is extremely easy in the remakes. It's like the easiest gym.
Yeah, especially because they only have Solrock and Lunatone in that game and not
Yeah,
Xatu
even-
and Claydol.
Even still, though, it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be that bad. You would just use another X special.
I mean, Xatu
sir.
does have Sunny Day, so. Or at least in this game it does.
Yeah. But you're fast because you're a Latias.
It's true.
You're a jet engine.
True. I guess if worse comes to worse, you can just Mega Evolve.
No, because you don't have the Mega Stone equipped at that point.
Well, like if the fight was bad enough for that to be the case.
There is one Mega Strat that you can do, and I have deleted it from my notes because I've never done it. It's slow.
Based.
Because I would rather reset than have to do Mega Evolutions.
So essentially the way this fight works is that you want to have Tate and Liza try and target not Swampert as much as possible, but also you want Earthquake from Claydol because you need the damage on Swampert. So right now we're just looking for Xatu to keep one-shotting our friends, and then from there we can start spamming Surf, and that is good.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Strat 7!
Woo!
Let's go.
There is, I think, 7 different strats. Strat 7 is the fastest, and there's a whole table to read it. Now we have to actually be able to get this range, by the way. It's not over yet.
Oh yeah, Ludotone's what, 15 and 16 or some?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I like that even the notes for this say there are like 7 strats. They don't know.
But wait, there's more.
But wait. All right.
Just tap it in, tippity-tappity, come on.
Are you gonna get Majora's
Nice.
Mask?
Easy,
Nope.
easy.
Nice.
Majora's Mask, I like that.
Majora's Mask.
What if Mega Ludotone just was the moon from
That'd be
Majora's
good.
Mask?
Yeah, that would be really good.
That'd be based.
That'd be good.
Missed opportunity,
I know.
Game Freak.
What would Mega Soul Rock be?
The sun from Teletubbies.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I'm on
No.
board. I'm on board.
Oh man.
No, Mega Soul Rock should just have sunglasses on.
True, yeah. Both are good options.
All right, not for the Delta episode.
No, not yet.
Well, I think go to Space Center here.
We do go to Space Center, but we do something called True Double, which is where you actually do a double battle with two partners.
Isn't it in
basically.
Space Center?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's part of the Delta episode. Because this part wasn't in Ruby Sapphire, I don't believe.
This next section can be a little bit scary, just because movement and some scary fights, but luckily we're almost out of the woods here. Once we get the Rayquaza, oh, we're good to go.
You're a Rayquaza sayer?
Yeah.
I still say Rayquaza.
It's like
I've said
Quetzal.
Rayquaza ever since I was born.
I used to say Rayquaza, but then I learned it's Quay.
You were born before this game came out. I know this.
That's right, I'm old, wow.
I'm not telling my age.
No, I was also
That's
born
fair.
a good bit before this game came out.
Yeah.
Unlike all the Zoomers here.
Shh. Tell him I'm a Zoomer.
Everyone knows.
I know. At least I'm not as young as Sparkle.
No, you weren't supposed to out me. I'm the most Zoomer of us all.
Oh, the Zoomer had the Zoomist moment.
Anybody who's younger than Pokemon, raise your hand.
I am younger than Pokemon. It came out in 1995,
Yeah.
so.
I am not raising my hand.
97 was when Pokemon came out, I thought, because it was 25th anniversary
Well, that's still, I'm younger than it.
last year, so 96.
I mean, if we're gonna go with the Arceus one, or Arceus,
I'm older than Arceus.
yeah.
True. That wasn't really what I was going for, but
I know what you mean.
I don't think anybody who was born after Arceus will be watching this stream because I do not think that they have the level of consciousness yet to really grasp what's going on.
I'm dead over here.
losing it.
Yeah, I'm just dead.
I want a poll of who's older, who's younger than Pokemon. 1996.
Dear.
I'm just gonna make Ray do like 90 polls today.
I mean, it's only the second one so far. Not so
90 polls!
bad. You got a lot of work to go then.
I know. I gotta think of more.
90 pulls? Oh, you need a lot more than
better
that.
start
What's everyone's favorite balloon Pokemon?
There's
I'm
literally
trying so hard not to, Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
There is more than one. There are two. One is correct.
Well, no, there's 5.
There's 5.
Yeah.
I don't think.
With the Drifloon line and the Puff line.
I don't think they're all the balloon Pokemon.
They're not? Then what's Wigglytuff?
I think Drifblim is the blimp Pokemon.
No, it's a very clearly a hot air balloon.
It is the blimp Pokemon.
But that's just they're lying to you.
Igglybuff is a balloon Pokemon.
Okay.
Wigglytuff is also a balloon Pokemon. So there
Yeah,
are
see,
4
so like
balloon Pokemon.
4.5.
I love the poll, by the way.
Are you older than Pokemon?
I know which one I chose.
Is it May Y?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's actually in second place. May Wise in second place. Wait.
May Y is gonna win.
Wait, is May Wise gonna win? Oh, it's in first place. Oh, it's in first place.
I feel like
The
this
influence,
does.
the commentary influence.
Yeah, I was gonna say this does sort of ruin the poll's usefulness as a data collection exercise. But
I think we have some honest
Oh shoot, where's my guard spec?
chatters now.
There it is now. It's usually at the bottom.
everyone knows that the fun thing about coming to the GDQ hotfix is to remember that time passes and that we are all aging.
Oh, and you can also press start here to see your HP, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Figured
yes.
I'd at least mention that really
Do we
quick.
think Matang's cute?
Yeah.
I think Matang's cute.
That was really good.
That was
from
almost
the
cute.
tank.
That was almost really cute to get that one shot. You actually want to see Metal Claw on Mightyena because it's not guaranteed to die to Surf here. No, unfortunate.
Oh.
This whole fight pretty much is just, it's like Tate and Liza, but it's easier, but also trollier, if that makes sense. Because Matang is completely random. You're just at the mercy of what Steven chooses to do. And as a former champion, you would assume that he would be, up to snuff on what is good to do each turn. But
I would not assume
really.
that.
Not
Oh,
really.
that was very smart of it.
I would not assume
yeah,
that.
exactly. Okay, so get used to that, like every
In
turn.
Oras, if you have 2 Pokemon in your party, he will sometimes just spam spikes after just like forever and never kill anything. So I don't think he's that good.
That's Gen 6 AI, impressive.
True. That's the power of the 3DS in action.
Oh, Crobat and Golbat's pretty bad, and no Reflect either. This is really shaky. Yeah.
Yeah, I will need
Healing
some
here is a
potion.
good idea. Honestly, Powder
Actually, I
might be the
probably
play
should have
too.
powdered, yeah.
because if you get hit twice, it's really bad. Yeah.
Oh,
I saved,
But you
so it's okay.
you were still kind of screwed because if he didn't use Reflect, it was just like bruh. Like he had to kill something with Psychic there, but I don't think anything died to it at that range. That was just unfortunate.
That's okay.
So yeah, that's how the fight can pretty much go if you don't get like that. All that happened because A, Mightyena didn't die to Surf, and B, Matang didn't use Reflect, and like you can't control any of that. So it's just like you kind of just have to hope things go right.
oh my God!
wow.
Quillfish is a balloon Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about Quillfish. Wait, then what's
Yeah.
Overquill?
Overquill is the pin cluster Pokemon.
Pin Cluster, I like that.
But Pincurchin, I assume, is not the pin cluster Pokemon.
No, Pincurchin's just probably the Urchin Pokemon if I were to
That
guess.
would make sense. The sea urchin Pokemon. You're so wise.
I'm so, you know what? Maybe I am the most boomer here. Look at me.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, nice
despite
reflex.
being younger than Pokemon, Sparkle does know more about it than me.
Oh, I have to take a snapshot of this before it goes away. Also, I have a question for you, May.
Okay.
If anyone who says or picked May Y, what do you want to do? You want to say yes or no as like overriding since it's May Y?
So I have 2 minds of this. Is that one, if the Zoomers do win, then I get to pity myself a little bit, and that's fun. But if the Zoomers don't win, then I get to bully Swift and Sparkle. So it's impossible to say which is the right answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with May Y is its own third answer, where you exist outside of time and space like Palkia.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so we'll stick with May Y.
Yeah.
Probably potion this.
I might
You might-
powder.
what? No,
There is
actually,
reflect up though, but
Yeah, you're not. I don't think you're dead to Crowbat after the level, actually. What's your HP right now?
I'm about to check. It will let me. ... 20?
Mashing start button.
You should. If he uses air cutter, you're fine. I think wing attack goes up to 21 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, use me, look.
Oh well, easy.
All right, well, you can't escape
Easy.
now, so joke's on you.
Oh,
Alright,
nice.
just need Matang to hit.
I just tap it in, Matang. Tap it in. Don't use Metal Claw. Don't use it.
Good.
Good. There we go. See?
Let's go. First try.
There you have it.
So everyone picked May Y. May Y won with a 77%.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my word.
The channel points that went into that must have been crazy.
It was close to 42,000, only 200 away.
Nice.
Thank you all for supporting me. It means a lot. Even though this isn't really supporting me, because that was a Ray answer, but
Shout outs to Dodo Congo, the goat. We're almost 42K.
it's a lot of votes.
Cookie clicker practice, exactly. I like to see that.
Got into Poke Clicker
Wait, do you have to
again,
click it? Oh,
but
yeah,
then
to
I
click it
stopped
manually.
playing because I hated the level curve they had. It's pretty
Oh,
bad.
wait, which?
I mean, I'm
Once
not...
you get to Kalos, it's impossible, basically.
Oh, I've never beat her Nova.
I mean, I may or may not prefer Pokemon Unite at the moment, just because...
Unite?
Everyone's
It's super
playing
fun.
Unite. Cliff's trying to get me to play Unite again.
New
and I
World
will
is
not
super
fall
cute.
for
You
it.
have to.
You
You
know,
have to
that's so
play.
funny because like
With a Pokemon.
me, May, and Swift were all like so tryhard in Unite for like a week.
Yeah.
I know.
We like launched. We had the whole squad. It was so crazy.
We were
schmoovin'.
on the grind.
Yes,
It was
right.
sweaty.
Oh, was it?
Oops.
I got to Ultra 5 2 pips. And then
You
stopped.
actually just like gave up. I can't believe you did
supposed
that.
to be
2 wins
faster.
away. Well, so what
Yeah,
happened?
exactly.
What happened was I moved, and then like in the course of moving, I didn't have stuff set up, and but after that, I was like, I don't want it anymore. I
mean, that's
lost
fair.
momentum.
I'm gonna potion here, by the way, because my HP's just
Good
low
idea.
for this upcoming fight.
Yeah, so coming up is the last section we use with Swampert in terms of fights, and they're not too bad. The only required fight in the whole dungeon is Archie himself. We can skip the rest of the trainers. But Archie himself is kind of like the first Maxi fight, or the second Maxi fight, excuse me, where we just can't get crit by Crobat, except there are more opportunities to get crit.
That guy was
So.
facing me.
When they add Drift Blim to Unite, then I'll come back and be a Drift Blim one trick.
Instagram is not good, unfortunately.
Or Mantine. I would do Mantine as well.
I was master in season 1, Gopher. Does that count?
I didn't get to Master in Season 1. I got to Ultra.
I got Ultra. I got 2 wins away, and then stopped.
Actually, I was a Pikachu main in season 1, so you have to give me credit.
That's true.
I was there for my boy.
That's true.
I am playing Pikachu now. I've been learning all kinds of new Pokemon
There's a
lately.
reason why Sparkle's my go-to voice actor for Ash.
The lore.
And Shab as Pikachu.
And Shab is Pikachu. And Shablu.
Man. So true.
This,
If Shelty is still here, please make Shablu. I need it. It sounds so funny.
I went the wrong
Dude,
way.
it's so easy. It's just his head with the wings. It's like it's so
exactly.
easy. You just tap
Exactly,
it in.
but like, I'll forget by the end of the stream.
I'm probably not going
That's
to
just
fight
the kind
this,
of person
by
I
the
am.
way, just because it's a bit slower, admittedly. I don't
All right.
have optimal movement.
All right, this is maximum. It's the Pokemon
Archie.
puzzle, but 3 times as much.
You got it.
Oh, you did it.
Now we have this one.
Left
You're so
side,
good.
right side. Left side, yeah.
It's left side.
I did middle for the longest time because I thought that was the only way. It was how I
Oops,
taught
I
myself
messed it
as a
up.
kid.
Okay,
you gotta
well,
redo that.
I have
Alright.
the left side world record in Oras because at least I was the top, or in Alpha Sapphire, 'cause at least I was the top rated runner who did left side because apparently nobody does. I thought you were gonna screw that up again.
no.
I was really worried.
you were like,
You were like
you were
thinking
definitely
about
taking
it,
baby
yeah.
steps. Yeah.
thinking about pushing that boulder. Alright, I'm gonna save here because this fight,
Yes.
if you die, you have to backtrack, and it's
Oh.
like a 6-minute backtrack.
That sucks.
And you use up precious repels as well.
It's the funny whale. I love the funny whale.
You know, Kyogre literally is just an orca now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, Kyogre's so good. My
What is
favorite
Groudon?
legend. My
Like
favorite
T-Rex?
legendary. I don't like. There's no legendary that I like really got particularly excited about after Kyogre until Cosmog.
Kyogre, I don't like his teeth, but
I love his
other than that,
teeth.
He's fine. His
Just
old
like-
teeth are like.
He's just a goofy little guy.
He needs an electronic toothbrush for his old design.
Yeah, and also it's Mega Mantine, and I love Mantine.
Alright, so now we can't get hit, or we can't get crit twice here. We have 2 chances to get crit.
Sorry, I'm laughing because of what I saw in chat. For anyone who is new in chat, the title and the category is completely a meme. What we're actually
Yeah.
running is Pokemon Emerald, glitchless 90%. But
Thank
not
goodness, 'cause
everything that you see
honestly,
there.
Glitch would probably be sitting here for an hour trying to get the glitch to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, that is Archie down, and now
Woo.
we have to get Rayquaza. I was going to go.
Are you still gonna try the
I
Manip?
think
or-
we're too low on time.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, should we just explain it now or just wait?
Yeah, I'm fine with explaining it now. It's not like much is going to be going
Okay.
on. It's a cutscene.
Yeah.
So
Raymond.
I was gonna explain it.
Oh, I
You
was
can
going to
go.
explain it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I mean,
Ray
Alright.
Raymanip is it's technically a 6-frame window, but it's actually a 4-frame window to manipulate its stats, and then another 4-frame window to catch it in a Pokeball at full health. And while that would look really, really sick to see, especially on stream and everything, I'm not going to go for it just because we are very tight on time here.
yeah. If you want to see it, then watch Wave Warriors 229 Pokemon Emerald World
True.
Record Speedrun
True.
on YouTube. It's a sick run. It's so awesome. Like the little end game is insane.
Like, I trust myself because I got it first try yesterday after not doing it for 2 months, but I also don't trust myself because, man, that Manip sucks.
Well, you should
Especially
have
on stream.
Are you gonna just manip the stats then and then not the catch?
Yeah. No, I'll Master Ball it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna explain it as the flow timer go boop, and then you do boop at the right time, and then you catch it on first ball, and it's good stats.
Oh.
Oh, that's what you're gonna say. I mean, that would have been, the same point. Actually, that's more concise. So
Yeah.
would go nice and,
it goes boop 4 to 5
Yeah.
times, or 9 if you're me, and then
you do 9 beeps.
dude, 9 beeps is amazing. 8th note beeps.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's like Morse code. That's it's way too long.
No, because like, it's so much better. Because 5 beeps is so slow, right? You're like,
Wait,
but
you mean 9 beeps like in
Twice as
a
fast.
500 millisecond interval?
Yeah,
You're nuts.
yeah. It stresses everybody else out when they see me do it, but it's good because you have like, it's.
I know, I'm trying not to hit them. I'm trying to be pretty careful.
I just think of it
At a
as
Kerbis moment.
it's one measure of 8th notes. It's good.
I suppose.
Trust me, it's good. I don't run anything that's manip, so.
I mean, it definitely worked. It worked wonders for you for Abra, so I can't really judge. So.
Well, no, the problem with Abra was movement.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Because you were trying to do pre-reverse train manip, right?
Yep. Which is
Yeah, that is really bad.
horrible.
Really, really bad.
Horrible.
I do like reverse chain manip. Okay.
When I saw it, like, because I hadn't seen that until, or reverse chain manip until Barrier Blitz, and then I just saw that people were just running right, and I'm like, man, I would have actually maybe finished learning Emerald if I could do that. You just have to run right. But then I didn't. Then I learned X, Y instead.
That's going well for you, isn't it?
No, it made me very depressed.
We were gonna
Yeah.
see a
Right today.
cutscene of Groudon and Kyogre, by the way, fighting.
Well, not. They're kind of just like looking at each other very
I
disapprovingly.
think
not
it's
really
really
funny.
funny
like-
that Groudon is on a tiny little piece of land, and Kyogre
Yeah, right? Like, what are you going to do?
I mean, how else was he gonna get there? He's like, well, I guess if Kyogre's gonna like go, I guess I gotta follow him
But I guess
somehow. It's like,
Kyogre is
okay.
also, everything around Kyogre is shallow water.
No, isn't the darker water the deeper water?
Yeah, but everything, all the rest of the water over here is shallow. So it's also
guess.
has this, yeah. I also like that in like Gen 4 and 5, like the legendaries have like conflicts and stuff about like truth and virtue. I forgot what it is in Gen 5,
It's like
but you know what it is.
something like that.
Truths and ideals.
Yin yang.
Truths and ideals and stuff. And then in Gen 3, it's just like, I'm gonna beat you up. Come at me, bro.
No, I've still never played this game casually.
Wild. The best. It's the best gen.
That's what everyone tells me. I played Ruby and
best
Sapphire
gen.
casually.
I mean, okay, that.
Okay, no, that's
you're
fair.
good.
That's fair. I thought you
Yeah.
had to play Gen. I also have not played Emerald casually, so that's fair. Because I didn't own it as a kid. I only had Sapphire.
I
Left Wallace,
Yep.
but he turned frame.
Oh well.
Damn, I just got
It's a
ratio.
minute. Yeah.
It's a good luck
God,
for
this
Ray.
is so much. This is so much faster in this game.
You didn't mash A for that. Good job. You didn't pick Cave of Origin or whatever.
I know, right?
I did it all the time.
what happens when you pick Cave of Origin?
He just like
he
has
makes you
two
select again.
text boxes and just like, yeah, you're stupid. Check again. And
Try
it's like
again,
it just
yeah.
wastes like 5 seconds.
Oh.
I like how
He's like,
excited Halo is to
Gee.
fly you whenever it pops up there. Like, I'm part of the team. Yeah.
Screaming. I'm also here, guys. This
Oras is
movement is
ugly.
so.
Oras-
I
Oras is
hate this
this one
movement.
too.
That's how I did that in PB, by the way. No shame.
There is no shame in just kind of waiting a little bit just so you
That
don't
section
Exactly.
sucks. There's no point of reference for the tile you're actually surfing
it's
on.
very
Yeah.
hard.
So it's so easy to like go one
Surfing
extra
in
without
general
noticing.
in Pokemon games that like stresses me out immensely. Like there is no amount of surfing in any game that I can do where I'm like, I feel confident in where I am right now. I'm
And
too
now we have
visual
Sky
of a
Pillar,
runner.
but not Sky Pillar 2. Sky Pillar 2 is the harder one. But anyone who probably has grown up with this game, and I can't believe they actually put this in here, this is one of the probably hardest things that you like have to do, because it's just there's rocks and cracks everywhere, and it's
Dude,
so
this is literally-
easy to fall down.
This is a Dark Souls final boss for a 7-year-old. This like movement section after like
Yeah.
Rayquaza leaves.
Yeah, because you have to be on the Mach bike.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go wake up Rayquaza here really quick. It kind of looks like a snake.
Ah, it is a snake.
I mean, it is a snake. It just looks like
His
a
mouth
snake.
looks
when it's
so
a
weird.
snake.
His sprite doesn't have teeth, so his mouth just looks like it's like made out of rubber. It looks so dumb.
I know, right? All right. Rain RNG. How much rain RNG do you think we're gonna get?
11 seconds. That's my estimation.
So I forget what the range amount of like time that the rain can last after Rayquaza flies away. I just know it's like I think it can be up to 20 seconds, and you have no control over it.
Yay!
So hopefully I get
When's
fast
extended?
rain.
When's extended Ray catch manip?
God, but this isn't catching
Where you
Ray.
also manip. Where you also manip. Oh wait, this is fighting. You cut. Yeah. Wait. No. Wait. What?
No, you haven't caught it yet.
Yeah. But extended manip where you manip the rain time and then also.
Oh, that sounds horrible for Sky Pillar. You'd have to do bonkless.
Rayquaza be like, watch yo tone.
Yeah, that's true. Why are we catching Ray?
I don't know.
Who's gonna moderate
I
chat?
don't know. It's weird. He's the main mascot of the game, so I guess we kind of have to use him, you know. So
Well, this is some pretty bad rain RNG. Okay.
Sparkle did not get my joke.
Wait, what?
Sparkle,
That wasn't the
look
bit?
No, look at who's in our chat channel.
Can I get some help here?
Real kid. Shortened to Ray.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. We got there together.
I'm just not going to talk for the next like 20 minutes. Is that okay?
But I
I'm in
need
timeout.
you to talk about this manip.
You already did.
Honestly,
you already
don't have
did.
to
You're
talk.
fine.
Screw off, I guess.
I was honestly
Wait,
not
I want
sure.
to try. This manip does things. You have to count it, and you go up the thing, and then you do it. That's the manip, and that's how it's done.
True. Honestly. That's about what I explained, so yeah. Why do you have to do this twice?
Yeah, that is interesting.
Well, technically you don't catch the ray right now.
Like I understand why you do, but
No,
That was
it's
the
why
hardest
do
one,
you,
so that's
you know?
good.
Yeah, like why is the level design
try.
created this way so that we have to go it up
Yeah,
twice? I
exactly.
agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's weird. Just because I want you to do that the 7-year-old Dark Souls final boss twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It was when Dark Souls was being thought of? Question mark.
It's
Yeah, Miyazaki took inspiration from this game.
exactly. He was like, this game, Monster Hunter, put them together. What's a PLA? No, it's Dark Souls,
Exactly.
which also has Dark Soulsy things in it. So if you think about it, it's all circular.
Yeah.
There's only one game. It's the monomyth, you know.
Oh my gosh, shiny! I'm kidding. It's not a shiny.
I got excited. What does it look like when it's shiny? I forgot the color.
It is black.
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 It's really cool.
It's like Charizard.
Shout outs to Nobunaga in Pokemon Conquest. The biggest flex of any Pokemon game build with his shiny Rayquaza.
True.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's sick.
I need to play that game more.
Dude, you would like that. It's really good.
229, is that Brave?
Brave, I think. That's
Just
nice.
just marathon my copy when you're over.
229 is
True.
Brave 1.
Whenever I'm not on the couch, I'm just like grinding.
Grinding out. Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Oh, no,
I
I'll
like
grind
that. I like
on the
that a lot.
couch. You know what? I got a game.
Yeah.
Grind on my sleep, you know?
The grind never stops, you know?
Exactly.
But now I get to do the easy ice puzzle.
Also, the Rayquaza Swift God is like probably the best one.
Nice.
Brave 1 is very
let's
good. Next to
shout outs to her
Ivan.
because that's a one-frame trick to get that specific Rayquaza.
Yeah, I think I have it centered around Adam and Brave 1.
Yeah.
Lee.
And the reason it's so good is because it has the attack bonus while also not being adamant, which gives you a special attack decrease. So you have really good attack and special attack, which we use both of for Rayquaza.
The
And the
puzzle's
speed
so
decrease.
easy in this game.
Okay, but I'm kind of nervous that I'm about to fall down because that's going to waste a lot
That's
of time.
fair,
No,
but the fact-
one fat finger moment and you're done for.
Yeah, but the fact that you can't run.
I know.
Makes it
Then
so
just
much
don't run an
easier.
RS.
Granted,
this up.
the
I'm so
turn
sorry,
grins
I'm
are
being weedy.
way worse than this.
At least with ORS, you can like save yourself somehow.
Nah,
With this, you
it
can't.
depends on how you screw up.
I mean, yeah, but like even then, like it depends. In this game,
Yeah.
it doesn't. You're just
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
just done.
But in exchange, it is like
Did you equip person?
I forgot to equip Prism. That's okay, though.
you got all the
God
persons
item.
to not use. You're not a person gamer. You lied to
I
us.
forgot to.
Well, this is fine. Now you can use Person on both Sydney and Sydney and Drake.
True. Hopefully we're close to finishing here. Unfortunately, I have
Dude,
to
why is
use
Kingdra so huge?
I don't know.
It's a king.
Thankfully, it didn't use double team.
He's King Neptune.
I misread and I thought that you used Ice Beam, and I was like, I don't know where your sprite went. I'm very confused.
Ice Beam on Kingdra.
Yeah. No experience.
Yeah, so if we had the Person, we would be able to actually just spam Outrage once we're past Love Disc, because Outrage is guaranteed to attack for 2 turns at least, so we can play around that and just be equipped for when we do get confused, and then we just heal it and then just keep spamming it. But that didn't happen this fight, but it's gonna happen in the Elite Four fights. So be ready for that. Also, shoutouts to Juan not shutting up when you beat him. He takes like 10 seconds. I've had so many moments where I'm thinking I'm way better paced than I am, and then Juan starts talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm like minus 0.5.
Anytime there's like a big long like cutscene or dialogue section in a game, and I'm like, wow, this is going pretty well. Then I'm like, nope, never mind. I forgot that they never shut up in Pokemon games. They love to hear themselves talk all the time, forever. It will never change. All right, so you won now, right? That's the end of the game. You got all 8 badges. That's how Pokemon works, yeah?
Yeah. Now I gotta go to
GG.
Victory Road.
Oh, right, that part.
Oh, wait.
It's okay. I respect it. I still need to play Final Fantasy. I've never
Yo,
done that.
Cloud Strife in Pokemon real? He's the
Oh my
champion
Oh, my
fight?
God.
All right.
Yeah, it's a ROM hack that we're doing actually, where it's Cloud is the champion. Everything else is the same.
Yeah, this is Pokemon. This is Pokemon Final Emerald.
This is Pokemon Meta Emerald.
Oh right. Oh my God.
Chaos. I can't read it.
Chaos Emerald.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Oh, wait. Let me see if I can do this.
Here, I gotta teach a few moves, by the way. I gotta teach Aerial Ace too. I scrolled right past it.
Oh yeah. Shoutouts to Rayquaza being able to learn Waterfall, because if it couldn't, we'd be so screwed here. Because Swampert's final moveset, if you didn't notice by now, is all 4 HMs.
All HMs. Yep. Swampert's so good at being an HM friend.
I know. He's so he doubles as a main and an
I know.
HM friend. Like he's just so based. Give it up for Swampert, ladies
Get
and
you a
gentlemen.
man that can do both.
Exactly.
I added an FF. And I don't think it can go any further into the title. Oh, I can't. I think it broke.
Hope I'm going the right way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I never tell. I'm gonna be careful.
I would have been very vocal about it if you weren't.
This
Don't worry.
I actually do know, like, where you're supposed to go.
I know usually.
Except for the Emerald specific stuff. Which isn't that much. It's not that much Emerald specific stuff. It's just like Magma Hideout and the Space Center, right?
I don't know.
I think so. I think everything
Wally's
else is
back.
the same. And,
Oh yeah, it's that guy.
And what's it called? The Rayquaza Land, Sky Pillar as well.
Rayquaza
obviously.
Land, yeah. Okay, why does Wally's overworld sprite have brown hair, but he has green hair?
I don't know.
Why is Altaria
That's the
so
one sprite
angry?
you don't mess up. It's like, it's a unique character.
Well, you remember
How do
in Plat, there's that one trainer in Victory Road that like
Like
when
the
you
old
talk
man
to him,
with, like,
yeah,
but he's
he
actually-
ages
yeah,
like
yeah.
70 years.
Okay, but that's like a random NPC. This is like an actual like side character. That's like kind of important. Not
Wally
really.
is Wally you fight twice.
Yeah, but he has his own unique sprite in the overworld.
Yeah, he does.
That's true.
I mean, to be fair,
The
I think
Magnemite's
some
on
of the
the top.
coloring and like the sprites doesn't make
The
much
Magnemite in the
sense.
top right's doing a sick dab. Oh, it's gone now.
Sorry.
I kind of wish that animations off didn't disable the animations of the Pokemon when they enter battle.
Yeah.
But that would cost like probably 15 minutes, so maybe, I don't know.
What if animations off stopped the animation for stats being boosted and increased? How cool would that be?
Wait, what'd you say?
What if it also stopped the animations for stats getting boosted or decreased?
That would be nice.
That'd be cool.
That actually would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because
Very weird.
they actually did do that in Gen 4, so it's like, yeah.
It feels, yeah. it's
Dude,
very
Gen 4 is
strange.
so fast.
Yeah,
Like,
Gen
not
4
DP.
famously
Are you
fast.
kidding
When
me
it's
right
not DP, okay?
Famously fast Gen 4, yeah.
Like literally, no, come on.
Just play
When
Gen
the
5 where
text-
every battle takes like 2
Okay,
seconds.
Gen 5, yeah, Gen 5 is like, yeah,
Gen 5's
you're on
battle
turbo
engine
mode.
is amazing.
Gen 5 has
There's
all,
a reason why
has
Gen
everything
5
right.
added Turbo Blaze as an ability. It's because you're Turbo Blazing through the whole game.
All right, I have to read this map.
Got him. Dude, oh yeah, this part you have to do without flash because like you have nothing that can use flash anyway. So
I'm so glad they stopped doing these.
I know, right?
same.
This is-
This and ice puzzles.
Yeah, I think Gen 5 is the last time they had any of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't want to accidentally
I
push
don't
And
mind.
then you
I
can
like,
cheese
I
ice
like
puzzles.
ice puzzles. Ice puzzles are fun.
Ice puzzles with diagonals are like kind of interesting
The only
because you can
Yeah,
cheese them in like 5 different ways.
Yeah, the XY ice, the ice puzzle cave in Gen or XY is actually really fun to speedrun because just it looks very impressive, but it's actually very easy because you just buffer everything. You just do a bunch of sweet diagonal slides.
If I recall correctly, this is a really older game, but Golden Sun had some good puzzles, and the ice puzzles in that was really good too.
Dude, Golden Sun blew my
was so
mind.
good.
That game is crazy.
What if they made a third
It's
Golden
the kind
Sun?
of game where
They
it's
did.
like you think of the craziest things, but like they actually work. That's how
I
cool
wish
that
they
game
made a
is.
third Golden
Yeah.
Sun and hadn't just made 2 Golden Suns and the third one that wasn't
So
good.
true.
Yeah, third one that is actually more representation.
It should have been a spin-off. It should have been
Yeah.
like Silver
Yeah.
Moon or something.
Yeah,
Silver
Dark
Moon.
Moon or something weird like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so excited for it that I was like, maybe I don't. Maybe I only like this game because I played it when I was a kid, and then I played it again. And I was like, no, it still slaps.
It's still
Yes.
it's still crazy.
It is
cool.
still a banger.
Yep. I mean, Golden Sun 2 is just as good as Golden Sun as well.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I love having a ray. There's like so much less stress. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, if I hit
Oh,
it,
you
if
could
I
have,
hit a trainer.
You could have aerial aced the Sand Slash.
Oh, it says waterfall in the notes.
Or Dark Dawn.
No,
that's what it
Brave One can aerial ace. Or
Oh.
plus attack nature can aerial ace, yeah.
Did
pretty
not
neat.
know. I blame Kurt.
Because
KURDDT twitch.tv.
Yep. I blame Kurt.
the only fights that really can go particularly like that are super risky at this point are the last 2, right?
Yeah, for sure. Drake
Glacier
can
if
be-
you don't get the range on fly, or if you miss fly and get crit.
Yeah.
Oh, that? Yeah, I forgot about that.
You don't have to worry about one hit KOs. So
Yeah. And Drake, it might not be as bad. It's still bad. You have to like not get. Well, you can just. Does Shelgon die to unboosted aerial ace?
Don't know.
Because if it doesn't, you can just equip person, kill it. Or if it dies, you equip person and just spam outrage when you get past it.
The way we are basically at the end here, thankfully. I will be keeping Swampert in my party just in case something on Elite Four goes wrong.
Which
I
can
gotta
happen.
lose time.
I know. Also, I thought that was a spinner, and I panicked for a second. I'm like, no, that's normal. This is
No, that's just a
fine.
guy.
Just a guy. This guy has like yellow hair in the overworld, but he has green hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gen
Do
3
they
and 4,
like how do
just
they
did
make
that
the
a lot.
like they make the NPCs and the designs of the characters like individually from each other? It seems it's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
You'd think it would line up.
Ooh.
Also, nice
good.
protect. It's pretty troll.
A good part of it could be too like maybe they had like a different hair color or like the hair color of the in battle sprite originally, and then it like looked weird on the overworld or something, so they changed it, but then like kept the old one. Who knows? We'll never know really, unless they. I don't know, unless there's like a Dr. Lava post.
Gen
about
3,
it.
like, beta dump or whatever.
It's actually such a pretty
Right.
area.
The Elite Four.
Go ahead and deposit some Pokemon.
You're gonna go online. You got a PC heal?
No, you don't PC hold
No.
up.
You don't need it, no.
Oh, you don't need it.
Rayquaza's 2 based.
I thought you might need PP.
Nope, we're good.
Dang. That sounds nice.
Outrage carries.
It is super
Imagine-
nice.
Not needing to PC heal and then also have a PP item in the Elite Four.
Yeah, you just waterfall here and then outrage times 2.
Outrageous.
I might say before Well, actually, no. If I have I have a max survive, so I should be fine. But Glaceon can go very wrong. I have had it
I mean,
go
well,
very wrong.
because if you die, you lose your X attack, and wall range is probably going to be full HP. So that might get weird. No, you're supposed to waterfall first.
No, I
just
already
get
did person.
Yeah, but if you get 2-2, then you're like, you might get confused for the last thing.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do that for the last then.
What?
No, but like, if you outrage ×2 right now and get 2 turns both, on the 5th mon, you might get confused.
Oh, you're fine.
No, I'm good. So I aerial
No,
ace
you're not.
this.
Yeah, aerial ace this.
Well, I mean, that was
Oh.
what I was gonna do anyways.
No, but if you waterfalled the Mighty Enemy, you saved the super effective
save
text.
super effective text.
Oh well.
Swift Aloo.
Okay.
Okay. I love how I've gotten like that response like 10 times this stream.
Just me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, man. Whatever.
Nice crit.
I like that Rayquaza has like the Joker makeup on his mouth.
I hate that Rayquaza's sprite.
How did you just
is,
how have I only just noticed that, and why am I so mad about
The,
it that you
the
said that?
horns are facing the wrong direction. If you like look at its future sprites, you'll notice like the top of its
Yeah.
horns are not supposed to face this way.
Oh yeah, and like his bottom horn looks like a chin in this sprite. It looks like a crimson chin.
It's a funny way to
That's how
describe
I've always
it.
looked at it. Actually dig a chatted out of his
Just a
mind.
mighty hyena chasing a car. I can't do that voice. I don't
What
know.
reference was that?
I don't.
What?
Go ahead.
That was Rayquaza Joker.
Oh.
I couldn't think of it. You want to know how I got these scars?
You know how I got this
Pokemon
chin?
related.
It was a Pokemon related.
Yeah.
Nice. No double protect.
I've just ruined Rayquaza's Gen 3 sprite for everyone.
Oh.
You're welcome.
True.
If you got a
And I can
shiny,
only
it wouldn't be
think
a
about
problem.
No, it still would.
True. No, it still is.
Wait, is it
Well, it's
still
not
red?
green.
Yeah, it still has the red.
Wait. Yeah, but it doesn't have. Yeah, it's not green jokes.
Yeah, it's not emerald.
Emerald. Oh. It does make
So
sense.
if it replaces Joker, then who's Batman?
Amazed like putting two and two together is about
Deoxys?
Yeah, does it have to be a legendary?
Well, if it wouldn't be, then what would it be?
Darkrai.
Well, Darkrai, I guess, is a mythical.
I do like.
No,
Darkrai is. I mean,
Giratina.
but like both of those guys, those things are like very evil. That's
that's
not
true.
Batman.
Well,
I was thinking Deoxys because, like, in the
Cresselia has,
movie,
like,
like Deoxys owns Rayquaza.
Cresselia kind of has like the bat wings thing going on.
I guess.
That's
They're
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Deoxys.
Heatran.
No, Heatran is more Joker than Batman.
No, Heatran's not the Joker.
No, but he's more Joker than Batman. Wait, we have to make a tier list. How much is each Pokemon, Joker or Batman?
Yeah,
Are they
okay,
more
hold
Joker or Batman? We have to figure it out.
Calyrex. Because they both work out at the library.
True. Reggie Gigas is Batman.
So true. So true.
I love this. Oh my god.
Okay, how about it'd be Terrakion.
That's so random. Nobody likes Terrakion though.
Yeah, but it has like it's like a darker color. How about Zekrom?
Yeah. I can dig
Okay.
it. I can dig that.
Zekrom.
Yeah, Zekrom is definitely a Batman.
Who's the Riddler?
Oh,
man.
that's gonna be.
Xerneas.
That's a good
I
answer.
do not know any of this, so I cannot even comment.
Or yeah, I think Xerneas. Or Galarian Articuno.
That's a niche one, but that's good.
That one's an
Yeah.
interesting idea.
Yeah. I'm not even paying attention to the run. It's like you
Yeah,
can die here, by
that's
the way.
fine.
If you didn't know, this thing
This is
can kill
what-
you if you miss.
This is what I do when I'm on commentary. This is my
okay.
Drain Barrier blitz.
I think this was a team effort.
Yeah, this is my Drain
I
Barrier
missed
blitz.
it.
Runners were
Okay,
you hit
being
it, you're fine, yeah.
Do you want to talk about the game, maybe?
Maybe.
Well, we have 2 more fights, so I mean, there's not much left to say. The champ can be maybe a little scary, but I do have a Swampert in the back. So
Hi, chat. If you like Terrakion, just write. Can I see a "How dare you" sparkle in chat?
Before nobody says how dare you sparkle, or are we guaranteed one? I wasn't paying attention.
Also, we got distracted, so my community didn't ratio me during the part where during that victory road ladder. Thank goodness.
Oh, there's one.
Me. Everybody in chat.
No, you got rocked too.
I did get rocked too. I do have an X speed.
Okay, let me explain this fight. Okay, let's gameplay moment. All right, so
Whoa.
Shelgon, this fight should be okay most of the time, but Shelgon control you and use Rock Tomb, which lowers your speed, and if that happens, you have to X speed. But he can also Rock Tomb again, and if that happens, you are screwed. Because you're now slower than everything Drake has, and they all have dragon moves, which are super effective against you. And they hurt a lot. Do you have Persimmon?
I
Okay,
do
here we go.
not.
The Terrakion defenders are arriving.
You're still fine. I guess you equip Persim for Wallace, and maybe
Well,
you
I
can
don't know
do
what
something?
strats I would use for Wallace.
If you were quiet, you could do some sick stuff.
That's okay. Brave is still really good, so I mean, I'm not
still the best.
not too fussed about it.
I'm happy to report we had a ton more. How dare you sparkles?
Thank you.
It's like 3 more. No, not even that.
No,
many.
there was a. I disagree.
They did it for the
I think-
bit.
I disagree.
Terrakion is the second best Sword of Justice,
Oh,
I think.
we did.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not that much of a competition, honestly.
We did have a How
don't-
Dare You Swift, just to say.
No!
I had to say that one.
No! There's 2 of them.
Oh, there are 2.
Sorry, I've been so focused on my run. I'm like, oh, gotta finish.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay.
What were we saying earlier?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Does Type Null have Batman energy?
Maybe.
Because it's like math.
Yeah, but he also like. You know what? Okay. Champion fight. Champion Wallace. Here we go.
Question.
So.
Have a question this.
Yeah, so Swift is going to heal the full here, and also that's energy. Swift, energy. Okay, Swift's gonna heal the full here. She's gonna save the game because this fight can be scary, and for pretty much one reason alone, and that is Waylord. That is big ol' chunker Waylord because he knows Blizzard, and he probably will go for it. And if he does hit, it either it does huge damage guaranteed if it hits you. And if it freezes, you have to.
Actually,
don't have a forward throw, though, do you?
since I'm brave, I only have to X attack once and then just air release it.
Yes. Yeah. So, AKA, don't get frozen, don't get crit, and you win, pretty much. Although if you can be put into range to die to Gyarados.
Yeah, but you heal it full on
Hyper
that.
Beam,
I forgot
but you
how
can heal
good
that,
Waylord
so.
Sprite is in this game.
It's so good.
Dude, he's so majestic.
Good.
There's the
Didn't
blizzard.
dodge the blizzard, unfortunate.
Oh,
Okay, no freeze, so we're good. So now the rest of this fight is just going to be playing it safe. But that was the only real obstacle.
Thankfully.
So in really well-paced speedruns, like record-paced runs, you would pray for Blizzard to miss there, and then you would be able to X attack again because you need more X attacks for the later parts of the fight. And like the God fight is if you get 2 consecutive blizzards and then you just sweep, and it's like that's what world record gets, by the way.
2 consecutive misses, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but yeah, Rayquaza kind of trivializes the Elite Four if you haven't been noticing. Honestly, I would not want to imagine what this would be like if we only had Swampert. It'd be really bad.
You know, right?
Well, you would always have all legendary.
Yeah, that's true. But this
No.
game doesn't like give it to you, so it's like weird.
Well, wait. Okay, I see what you mean. I was gonna be like, well, because it has Sapphire and Ruby. still
Yeah, no,
give you
yeah,
legend.
because like, you have to go out of your way to get Rayquaza.
Yeah.
It is GG, by the way.
Yeah, GG.
Because now we just sit here, we
Yes,
spam
sir.
air release, and that's it.
I love a good 60 power move that just sweeps everything.
I know, right? Well, it is because you're level 70.
Dude, 60 power stab is like the bee's knees in Gen 3 before all the power creep happened.
Yeah.
Things are running like hidden power flying from 70
Imagine
power
if this
is like
thing
their
had
best flying
acrobatics.
move. Hey, yo. Yeah, wait, we couldn't do Prism strats.
True.
No, that's cringe.
We did one Prism strat.
Would you need to?
Yes.
No, wait. You would just do Prism Strat earlier, and then you would use the Prism, and then the rest of the fight you do acrobatics.
Wow, wow, wow. Core from A, everybody.
Wow, wow, wow.
Anyway, GG.
Yeah, the time ends when that fades out after the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Aw. Definitely
So
need
it's finally
to
coming to an end.
need some GGs in chat here. This was quite a run. This
I
Yeah.
cannot believe
quite
the
a
flattery.
run.
That was the
flattery
worst. Oh my god.
May will never run Emerald after seeing that.
I mean, I have been a little bit more convinced to run Emerald after Sparkle was like, yeah, I just walk through these parts.
Yeah,
like,
you can.
After
Dude,
watching
it's the
Vario
God
Blitz
strat.
and watching people just do like the most insane biking you've ever seen in your entire life. And I'm just like, oh man, that looks like a lot of practice. Could just keep running our ass.
Thank
And
you,
Sparkle's like, no,
Swampert.
you just get off the bike.
Oh man. Oh, this was a very, very fun. Oh, while we're like at the like lost parts,
Ooh, 3 hours flat.
Nice GGs. Before, because we are gonna have to switch over to the next show. I will be. We do need to get to challenger approaches, but before we go, any plug-in shout-outs or tips for any newcomer speedrunners that want to come and check out some Pokemons?
Shout outs to Third Jester and the Waffle Man for helping me with the chain manip timing last night. I was having so much trouble. Shout outs to Amoeba for that reverse chain manip in general, as well as helping me today with that too. Shout outs to my lovely commentators, Sparkle and May, for being here. If you're interested in running Emerald, you should definitely consider joining the Gen 1 through 3 Discord. There are a lot of helpful people there, and it's a really cool game to run. Very hard, but very cool.
If you like Sparkle and my specifically brand of pure chaos nonsense, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Oh,
Eastern,
no, I forgot about that. Oh, no.
Sparkle is running Heart Gold Soul Silver for Face My Fearos, which is a Pokemon / Kingdom Hearts marathon that I'm helping organize, and I'll be commentating that for him. I roped him into doing this extremely last minute, and it's gonna be 8 a.m. for me, so it's gonna be like this, but super delirious and tired. So go check
I'll
that
have
out.
that same exact energy. Don't be afraid. We're gonna be the same tier of completely
Yeah,
degen.
go
So
check
get ready
that
for
out
that.
at the Team Velocity SR channel. Also for charity, so that's cool.
Yeah, and thanks Swift Aloo for having us.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks for
very
having
honored.
us. I don't know why
Never
I
done a
was
show
here.
on
Thank
GDQ
you
before.
as well for having me on her show. It was super fun, even if there
I
was a
don't know
lot
why-
of cursed content in this cute run.
Yeah. I don't know why Swift was like, May, come on and talk about Oras, but I'm glad I got to do it. Because you wouldn't have gotten the puzzle otherwise, that's why.
True.
Sparkle didn't know it, shut up.
I didn't know.
Am I allowed to post a link to that marathon channel?
If you want to post it to me, I'll post it. I will do that. And where is my channel? But yeah, so everybody, thank you for coming by. We're gonna switch on over to the next game. Stick around for Challenger Approaches with Ada. And we're gonna be bringing you some more speed runs. Stick around and definitely check out the next show, as well as I am posting that link that we were talking about earlier. Alrighty, everybody, thanks for coming by. Punkaboo!
Kaboo.
Pumpkaboo.
Punkaboo! We all signing off now.
My God.
Have a wonderful evening and stick around for the next show.